What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. I am Love Coach Scott Katamas, and welcome to the Awakening World, our Saturday night edition, and the first show of our new spring 2024 season. And we are starting off the show and the shoot with some of our absolute favorite presenters, because it's another Soul Search collaboration, which means that my wonderful co-host is with me, Tangela. But wait, there's a second co-host. We also now have the wonderful Barbara Tintori. I get to be with these two wonderful, magnificent, brilliant, beautiful women who make all sorts of magic. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Scott. Hi, everyone. So excited to be with all of you tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. We have so many of our incredible Soul Search luminary and TV stars here with us today, and we're going to be diving into doing some live readings and healings and light language. Vox will be taking us into the celestial realms. We'll be diving into shamanic healing with the Amalia. So we have a really exciting evening planned with all of you. Very interactive. So we know everyone in our Zoom room loves to be ready with all of the questions. So we're excited, you guys. Be ready with your questions, your comments, and for all of you tuning in on YouTube and Facebook, chat your questions or come join us in the Zoom room, because we have so much that happens here online, and it's always such a fun show, Scott, and we love being here with our global peace tribe.
So for anybody who doesn't know, now most of our local Zoom roomers are familiar by now with Soul Search, but for anybody who's not, you definitely want to join. Go to soulsearch.io, soulsearch.io. Definitely join the mailing list so you can learn all about what's going on. And Soul Search is the place to go for all the best in new thought leaders, whether it's a healer, a psychic, a facilitator, and now they've got Soul Search TV. Barbara, tell us about Soul Search TV.
Soul Search TV is our labor of love. It's a way to allow our own practitioners, our healers, our amazing practitioners with their sacred gifts to be in front of a global audience. We are the only platform of that kind. And you'll see with some of our amazing Soul Search TV influencers tonight and new ones who will be debuting very, very soon, we're thrilled to allow a global audience to experience their gifts.
Great. And I think almost all of you Soul Search TV stars have been on the show one time or another, so I've gotten to know them. And later tonight, I'm eager to hear about your show, Tangela. You've interviewed some of my absolute favorite people, so we're looking forward to hearing all about that. And for
Definitely really excited about that. And just to let everyone know, besides our online platform and our TV, we also have our live events, our Enlightenment Expos, which a lot of you all are a part of. Kimberly's regular at all of our SoCal events, and you can meet a lot of our amazing soul searchers at our live expos as well, which is an incredible experience, right, Kimberly?
Yeah, some of the live events in around LA, Los Angeles have had been just phenomenal. The last one I was at, we had was unbelievable. We did a laying on hands healing class, and we witnessed a very large thyroid tumor dissolve, and it was about 2 inches wide, and that was mind-blowing.
Yeah, it was very powerful experience, very powerful. So that was the first time we had Kimberly actually doing her laying hands on healing workshop live at one of our events. And it was an amazing experience because we were all also activated into the Holy Spirit healing. And we were able to, do this together as a group and actually work on several people throughout the workshop. And it was a really powerful experience.
Yeah, Angela was there, and she got to be involved with this one particular lady, and it was beautiful. Thank you.
I had the privilege of watching them go into the workshop and then feeling their energy when they came out of the workshop. And it was extraordinary to witness. I wasn't able to be in the workshop, but just feeling the energy difference before and after, it was extraordinary, really.
Yeah, I'm really excited about doing more of this teaching and doing more of the laying on hands healing. And yeah, we're just getting started to do these. So
Well, we're going to carry that energy into tonight's show because we're going to have a lot of wonderful psychic healing happening tonight. And a reminder for all of you watching on Facebook, Conscious Awakening Network, and all the other broadcast partners, like Tangela said, come on into the Zoom room. And that way, in the Zoom room, that's where you can directly connect with our psychics, our healers, Kimberly, and the others. And it's really easy to do that. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com. globalpeacetribe.com. In fact, let me remind you how to find it. There we go. Change my backdrop. And if you go to globalpeacetribe.com, that's where you're going to learn all about us and learn all about the shows that we're doing. We are actually now beginning our 5th year of providing online shows. And once you're there, just click register for the new season, and that will take you to our registration page, and you can join. And it's really easy. You can join for as little as $22, and you get all the links to all of our shows for the next 3 months. We not only do a show every Wednesday night and every Saturday night, but we also are now doing a lot of extra shows. In fact, in the month of April, we've got 4 extra shows planned. We're doing an evening with the Twin Ray. We're doing an evening all about how to heal from cancer. We're doing a special evening with Danny Sheehan, all about the latest of government disclosure. And on Monday, we're going to do a special event for the eclipse where people can tune in and we can all be together during this powerful time of the eclipse. So join the Global Peace Tribe, be part of this beautiful community. There's a lot going on. And we always like to start our shows. We integrate a lot of music with these beautiful presenters. So you're going to see amazing presenters tonight, but you're also going to hear wonderful music. We've got 3 extraordinary musical artists joining us tonight. And the first one is someone I had the pleasure to just be with. This is Sherry Howard, and this is Sherry's first time on the Awakening World, but she was with me in Ashland, Oregon last week, where she just completely delighted. All of Ashland, Oregon, I think, is transformed as a result of your 2 evenings of playing music. So welcome now to our online audience and to the Awakening World, Sherry.
Scott, thank you so much. So I'm going to start out with a meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. And just take a moment to allow your body to land wherever you're at in the world. Feel every place that your body is touching the earth. And I invite you to bring the energy of love into your whole being. Allowing love to fill your heart. And to flood from your heart to the rest of your being. Let it fill your whole body from your chest to your legs and arms, hands and fingers and toes, head, crown of the head. Feel your whole body vibrating as love. And just know that you are love. I'm going to share a mantra to Ganesha. Ganesha is the remover of all obstacles. And that could be obstacles of the mind, could be obstacles between people, could be literal physical obstacles like traffic. But Ganesha helps to clear the way, so it's a beautiful way to begin. Ganesha's foundational mantra is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om is the representation of the vibration of all things. Gam is the seed sound for Ganesha. Ganapataye is another name for Ganesha, and Namaha means salutations to or in the name of. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Jaya Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Going to go to gallery view. Let's all twinkle. Beautiful, wonderful Sherry for getting us off to such a perfect start. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, Sherry, I'm so glad that you brought Ganesha in. I'm not someone that has psychic or hallucination experiences very often in my life, but I actually, about 20 years ago, I was with a group of people and we were chanting that exact same chant, and there was a large tanka of Ganesha, and I swear I saw him come off the tanka and dance around the room with us. And it's the only time in my life I've had that kind of an experience. So I totally believe in Ganesha, and so that touches my heart.
Amazing. Amazing.
Now, Sherry has a gift for all of us. So I want to encourage everybody to go to her website, sherryhoward.com. It's her name, Sherry, spelled SHERRIE, Howard.com. And tell us about the free gift that you are providing to all of us.
It's a mantra manifestation meditation. It's super relaxing and it helps to allow you to be able to bring in and manifest what you desire.
Well, that's perfect timing because with the eclipse portal that we're all in right now, this is a perfect time for us to really drop in and get rid of what we want to let go of and manifest what we want to bring in.
Mm,
Mhm.
definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. You're welcome.
Well, Sherry's going to kind of begin and end the show. She'll be back with us towards the end of the show, and we'll learn more about you then, Sherry. And thank you so much for getting us off to such a wonderful start.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm going to bring Tangela and Barbara back on. because we get to introduce, I don't know which one of us gets to introduce Vox. I love Vox. So when I was making the agenda, I was like, well, I want to introduce her, but I know you've always got something to say. So I'll say one thing and I'll turn it over to you.
That's fine. We could take turns introducing Vox because she's so amazing. So why we could both introduce her together, Scott.
Well, I'll just say to people, get ready to really just raise your vibration. Just like Sherry, took us to another level. Whenever I have the opportunity to listen to Vox, I just can feel the room changing. So I'll make that my introduction and take it away, Tangela.
Wonderful. Well, so Vox Angeles, she is an incredible visionary, author, speaker, invocational sound artist, spiritual medium, and healer. And she is a direct and embodied conduit for the consciousness of the Elohim. And she has been surrounded by angels since she was a little girl. And Vox has always experienced them as guides, teachers, and protectors. And Vox works alongside the Elohim, and she receives incredible heavenly sound signatures that she brings through and then brings through to all of us, facilitating states of awareness and consciousness above and beyond the normal human experience. And so through Vox's transmissions of light language, sound, music, writing, she really does bring through this incredible transformational experience for all of us. And Vox, you just take us to these other realms in such a powerful way. And we're just so delighted that you could be here with us tonight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was beautiful.
So thanks for joining, and we're excited to have you here. And just here, I know you've been working on an amazing book as well. So we want to hear about your book as well as everything that you're bringing through right now for everyone.
Yeah, and just quickly in regard to the book, I have a book that's been out for a couple of years that I'm actually rewriting and adding to, but I was just part of a beautiful collaborative book, which will be announcing soon. It's actually already up on Amazon, but we have a party coming up and all of that. So we're really excited about doing that. And I think this evening I was sitting here communing that Metatron.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow evening I have a whole solar. I always get all my eclipses mixed up. I have an event tomorrow. I think it's a solar eclipse. Whatever's happening. And so I was asked by Elohim to do that in preparation to prepare people for the actual event, which is on April 8th. So what I would like to share this evening as maybe just a little bit of a transmission in regards to the influences that are coming in through this solar eclipse is something that it's big. This is really something that is supported by the non-physical world, and they are here really to support us. And I've been guided that this is something that's going to be bigger and better than it ever has been. So this is a wonderful opportunity to kind of take that energy in. And when I work with Elohim, they are looking for any influences that you are carrying that are not in alignment with your soul purpose and the truth of who it is that you are. And so that's the power of the work that I'm going to be doing a little bit this evening, but also tomorrow evening. But that's also the power of the eclipse itself, because it is this grand opening, this doorway. And I like to envision it kind of as a gateway or a portal that is opening up. And we are such beautiful and infinite beings of light. We are individuations of God within a physical form. So this is really awakening and a remembrance to our own infinite self, our God self. And so I would like to present a bit of that for you this evening. So And I just would like you to relax and breathe, closing your eyes and listening with all of your being, not just your ears, but your bones, your flesh, every crystalline aspect of your body, your cellular structures, your bones, your DNA, your pineal gland. I am Meredith, and this evening we wish to give you a little bit of a taste in what it is that is upcoming, that is to serve as a catalyst for your very becoming, your heightened awakening and remembrance of who it is that you truly are. So relax into the body, into the breath. Relax into this physical vehicle. This is to provide an attunement of sorts to your true self, your God self, and aligning you with your soul blueprint. It is so. Maria sotra stere transpira andare giù meriere non tretura andascire raccandura sira motrenderia andera ture da siria matrone mattiria anne de ture Amara kutre sireno, amara kitre sireno, kotoria, cicere, motrongo de sere kirando, ambaria siriantor, kun, ambaria jere kun, dambaria jere kun, liabaria jere kun, jambaria centicere, rundon getere sindon, meriara, tureto, noreto, Mbarire kutrustur, andare Bukucheres pupuchera ma hambakeria sikechututres putrupa hangachere mputuchutres di handatuchuse prichera kudachere kura I am Metatron breathe hundekara breathe hundekara breathe shetura pakutrasta do not fear to be who it is you are meant to be. Kutrusturium, ha breathe, hatserakura, utra chichan, lower into your heart. Breathe, kutru shobatru, and be. Thank you. The transmission is complete.
I want to invite everybody to just sit with this for a minute, with that message that she gave us of really allowing ourselves to be who we truly are. I'm going to go to gallery view and let's just give her some to kind of come back into the 3D world. Let's keep one foot in the 5D world where Vox took us. Let's also give her some 3D and 5D twinkles of appreciation. You know, if you go to her page on SOULSEARCH, we just experienced those two words, evolutionary grace. Those of you that are regulars know that I always like to go with the prayer that Yogananda recommends of maximum grace. But truly, Vox, also known as Phyllis, you are taking us into evolutionary grace, and I'm very grateful for that. Tell us about evolutionary grace.
You know, I've been working with angels or friends with angels since I was a little girl. And it was really maybe within the last, I'll just say 7 years, I'm not even sure, it all blurs, that it was requested of me to really step into what is my true path and purpose. And that is really guiding humanity back to themselves. And the understanding that they are expressions of infinite intelligence, God, within a physical form, that they are the creators of their lives, they are the creators of their experience, and that they are all powerful to create and to create change, but to create their lives in the way that they are really wanting to live, and to just disallow, I would say, all of those things that are not in alignment, because a lot of people are stuck in the past of who they believe themselves to believe, to be, and the expectations of others, and the understanding that they've labeled themselves, they've defined themselves in such a way that really isn't who it is that they are. And so my work with the Elohim is to peel all of that away, and just to leave that true spark, that true essence of who it is that you are as this infinite being within this physical form, and that nothing else matters. You are undefinable. So everything that you have ever defined within your past about yourself is really just what it is that your soul chose to experience in this lifetime. And when we can come from that state of heightened awareness and God's self, we understand that the life that we have created are these experiences, experience after experience after experience, until the final experience that we transition out of this physical form. We can choose then our experiences. And that is the power that I desire to share with others. And I can't make you do it, and I can't, but it's really about living my own life in that way, and to be an example of what it is that everybody has access to.
I'm going to read a few comments and then we'll hear from Tangela. Barbara writes, I have God bumps on my God bumps. Truly amazing. So much gratitude. Reverend Jeffrey writes, good to remember thoughts have frequencies, and what we call thoughts is really the creative mind itself. Thank you, Vox. Susan Bloomquist writes, gratitude for this transmission and such excellent vocal arrangement. Ayada writes, Vox Angelus, thank you for this potent high vibration transmission. Magnificent. Light Codes by Laara writes, very beautiful. One wonders if Mozart heard something like this. Truly amazing. And Tangela, what would you like to add?
Yeah, no, such a powerful transmission, Vox. Thank you so much for the frequency you are bringing through for us, to step into our, creator consciousness, that who we truly are. And you mentioned before we began that this is really, riding on these energies of the eclipse that are coming in. And would you like to share a little bit more about that with us? Just these energies of the eclipse, and what is that creating for all of us in the collective consciousness at this time?
It is creating simplistically, it is creating opportunity. So if you have any type of desire, be it healing, to transmute energy, to just transform your life, I want you to know that you are powerful. And it is really about intention and bringing, it's what the angels call frequency, energy, resonance, vibration, to bring that awareness into your thoughts and what it is, your intentions, because this is an opening. This is where the veil is thinnest, and there isn't like one major veil. We could think about paradigm, but we each have our own veil, right? And so there's a thinning that is happening between physical and non-physical. And right now it's creating an opportunity. There's this opening. So what is it, dear ones, that you want to create? Because now is the time over the next few days, and especially tomorrow, when I think it's supposed to happen like not tomorrow. I guess it's on Monday.
Monday.
And I'm doing like a preparation, yeah. But on Monday, get your thoughts in alignment, because this is like an attunement. This is a powerful initiation. This is whatever it is that you are seeking and you desire it to be. There is that opportunity for you.
Beautiful. And I love what you also said about us really leaving these old identities behind, because, there's, without even realizing it, we continue to keep ourselves within them. And it's interesting you brought that up. It's something that I thought has been coming up for me in the last few weeks very strongly. And it makes sense as we're really being pushed by these energies coming through the eclipse to get to that next level.
When we hold on to those old energies, when we hold on to those old identifying markers, there can be no recreation of who we are. There can't be a recreation of the world as a whole, which you see all these dismantling and disassembling. Well, that's happening with us as well. We have to have a willingness to rid ourselves or relinquish everything that we are not, so that we're creating, that we have that space for something new to come in.
Powerful.
I want to remind everybody that if you want to contact Vox, also known as Phyllis, go to soulsearch.io and then just put in evolutionary grace, and you can contact her there. Just put in your name, email address, phone number, learn more about her beautiful, beautiful offerings. And I want to encourage everybody to join Soul Search and get the beautiful offerings that this extraordinary voice of the Elohim who raises our vibration. Vox, I just love you so much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Vox, thank you. And for those of you who would like to join Vox's Eclipse event tomorrow, you can go to Vox's website, correct? Is that where they can?
You can register on my website. There's a symbol that also everybody that registers receives, that is imbued and activated with the whole aspect of this astrological event. So
Amazing. And stay tuned because we are going to be having lots more of Vox on Soul Search, some more live transmissions coming soon, both on Instagram and Facebook. So we're excited about all of that, Vox, coming soon. And thank you for ushering in these eclipse energies in such a powerful way with us tonight.
thank you.
And her website is her name. Here it is, right? That I've pulled up on for everybody to see. It's Phyllis, spelled Phyllis. Phyllis, Phyllis, Douglas, with two S's at the bottom. So phyllisdouglas.com. And that's where you can learn all about her. And you can also learn about the Elohim, and you can also get her books and experience all of the different things that she's offering. And maybe if you can give us the exact link to your event tomorrow, we'll put that in the chat box. All right. Thank you so much, Vox. Beautiful. So we are about to have an amazing experience. And I want to remind anybody who's watching on Facebook, now is the time to join the Global Peace Tribe. You can still do it. Go to globalpeacetribe.com, get your Zoom room links so you can come into the Zoom room, because we have the amazing Kimberly Meredith. And Kimberly, as you heard a little bit earlier, she is a world-class healer. She transforms lives. I've had numerous members of the Global Peace Tribe who have worked with her, who have had life-changing experiences with her. She's a clear channel for spirit to flow through, and always a blessing to have you with us, Kimberly. And Tensula, what do you want to add about Kimberly?
Oh, no, I mean, I have the pleasure of working with Kimberly all the time, and it's such an amazing experience. Kimberly is a world-renowned celebrity medical intuitive medium, healer, speaker, and best-selling author with her book, Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. With her remarkable abilities, Kimberly has helped thousands of people and animals from around the world improve from all types of medical and emotional conditions by calling in the divine and the Christ consciousness. She's also very powerful at bringing through messages from the other side. And so much of Kimberly's work has also been documented by a variety of scientific organizations as well, is what I think is really amazing. And so, Kimberly, thank you for joining us. We always love having you on the Global Peace Tribe, and also, of course, at all of our Soul Search events and so many of our online events too. So it's so exciting to be here with you today, Kimberly. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks, Tianji. Thanks, Scott, for having me here today. And thanks, Vox, for your beautiful music. I have never sat through a whole beautiful song, and that was just so beautiful. Thank you so much. I had quite an experience connecting to the angels just now. So it's a beautiful opening to going through the room right now and doing some readings, if that's okay. And before we start, I'd like to say a little prayer. It just was so beautiful. I loved it. And it's interesting that Vox's name is Phyllis. That was my mom's name. And my mom named me after Saint Anne. And I saw it was Phyllis Anne. So that was interesting. So mom is always around. She's always following me. I want to just say thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Saint Anne. Thank you, Yogananda. And life is good. There's plenty for everyone. And we're blessed. We prosper. We trust the universe. Let's rub our hands and activate our palms. The energy of the Holy One, the guides, already are healing us right now. They're already activating the room. They love to start the healing process right away. There's perfect compassion for all. They trust, they love to heal when we're open. They're saying that everyone here is perfect, that everyone is deserving of a miracle, that we all deserve miracles and we all deserve to be healed. So let's put our hands over our heart and let's just say we're in perfect health. We deserve the divine right to be healed, and we claim it now. Namaste. So my process is to, oh, I see your hands are raised already. My process is to just kind of, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to open up the gallery. I don't know if I have the hosting option or not.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to open up the gallery. Okay. All right. And it's going to look around the room and see who the guides want to pick to come up. And thank you, everybody. I'm really grateful to be here. I was seeing somebody that was already coming in. It was Light Codes by Laara. I was getting a message for you. I was just, if you want to come, we'll pin you to come up. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Have you ever had a reading before like this?
I don't think so. I don't think like this.
Okay. I'm going to go back and put myself on speaker so you're on the side of me. Oh, maybe it doesn't do that.
We've got you. I've got you both on Spotlight, so the audience is seeing both of you equally.
Okay. Just the only thing is that I'm on top of her instead of on the side of her. How could I switch that?
That you can't.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. My guides are saying something about that's going on in your life that is a spiritual sort of situation or a transition you might be going through. They're telling me about I don't know if you're working in a spiritual business or you want to be doing something spiritual or you're transitioning into something spiritual, but you're a highly spiritual individual. I mean, they're just saying that you're working towards something spiritual. You also have a strong connection to the Holy One. And they're actually saying that you work, I don't know if you're a healer, but you work as something as a healer. And they're also telling me if you're not abundant at it right now, you're going to be abundant at it. Is anything resonate in this reading?
Sure. My whole life is based around spirituality, really, and
Yes.
I channel spirit in every which form
Yeah.
possible. Mostly coming through as light language, and my interest at the moment seems to be understanding how light language is everything, and going into holographic universe and the expansion of all that. And yeah.
The reason why I knew some of this stuff is that everybody's born with a frequency and a code and a number. And the number I was seeing around you was a 7. So you came in the world with a 7, which is the sign of Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and calmness. You're also a 4, which is the angelic number of the angels. You're also a number of the 5, meaning when I say the 5, when I say creative, but I also see you as you do know how to, you could say, well, you're wrong, Kimberly, I'm fine with that. But they are saying to me 100%, you do know how to have a business sense of you. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. They're saying you are going to be very successful as putting together your business, your company to make funds as it. You do know how to ask for funds. You do know how to create that. They're saying that this is very important to understand. They're also telling me that you have support from the other side. You have a family member that is helping you. They're saying that this is a soulmate that's on the other side. And you also have a soulmate here. You also have a soul connection here that's helping you. That's a soulmate. Do you know that?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, you have 2. They're saying to me, the soulmate on the other side, when I ask, can you please reveal yourself? Are you a man? Are you a woman? The one on the other side is a woman. She's telling me she also is very spiritual and she loved God. And she's saying, she's really here for you. She has me fluttering my eyes like the Holy Spirit. And I'm asking, is it a grandmother or is it a mother? No. She's saying, I'm not your mother. She's saying, I'm your grandmother.
Yeah.
And she's saying, I'm watching you. I love what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Does that make sense?
Yes, is it the grandmother that passed her gifts to me?
Yes, because she's showing me the sign of the 7 and the sign of the Holy Spirit. Did you have a grandmother that believed in God?
I actually don't know if she did or not, but I was at her bedside when she passed, and I felt her energy come through me, and it just about knocked me to the floor, but she kept me standing, and she passed her gifts to me in that moment.
Okay, because she's saying now, I want you to know, she's showing me the sign of the 7 against her. She's saying, I am with the Holy One. And she's actually giving me chills, and she's really happy about what you're doing. But she's talking about somebody over here that's your soulmate.
Okay.
She's also saying, are you with somebody now in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay. So is this person the one she's talking about, your soulmate? Let me ask. Is this person her soulmate? I'm talking to her. They talk to me in my left ear. She's talking to my left ear. She's on the left side of me. I'm asking her, is that who you're talking about? The person, are you in a are you married? Or are you're
Common law?
excuse me?
Common law. So
Okay, because I said married, she was like, no, but she's saying to me about the person. Okay, she's telling me this person also sort of a healer. He's also a helper. He also likes to give. Is this true?
yes.
She's saying to me he is her soulmate.
Okay.
Do you feel that way?
Sure.
Yeah. She's saying, both of you guys, so they're both piggybacking. She's like, I'm one on the other side. He's one here. Is he very supportive of you?
Very supportive.
She's
Yeah.
saying she had something to do with it.
Well, that's funny because neither one of us can figure out how we got together, so that would make sense.
She's showing me the sign of the 9, which is like, oh my God, I'm getting such amazing amount of chills. She's saying, yes, I wanted this to be together as a family. She's showing me like the family. She's also saying, is he involved with what you're doing? Because she's saying this is about a mission, like a mission to happen. And it might be just you on this mission. About you and your soulmate, she's saying, maybe it will become a mission between the two of you. That's like the last thing she's saying.
We're about to embark on a potential new business together.
Yes, she's saying there's a mission you guys are doing. She's showing me the 10, and she's saying this is going to be like the next few years, like together. Anyway, the last thing she's saying to you is she loves you and she's with you all the time and watching over you. She is a very strong bond with you. I just want you to know that. Thank you for letting me do a reading on that with you and her. And is there anything else you'd like to ask about your code frequency numbers, especially about your embarking on your work?
Well, I'd like to say that I knew that I was a 4 and a 7, so well done. Yeah. I am working at the moment on gaining more clarity of how I can be of the best service. there definitely is some shifting going on there. I've felt with this eclipse, especially, and I feel like that's going on for a lot of people. So I guess if I can gain any more clarity on directions I can be heading in that will serve my love, that will get me excited and want and stoke my fire, I guess.
Are you talking about just like right now or the next week? Are you talking about the next 6 months?
Moving into lifestyle, basically. Like, how can I continue to develop a healthy lifestyle that's in perfect resonance with what my soul mission?
Yeah, so that's a big conversation, and they want to talk a lot about that with you. So I am doing a 4-week accelerated mentorship program with Tangela. It starts May 1st. And what happens with that is that each class you get a PDF of homework, and it's channeled. So when you turn it back into with me, I channel with my guides all these different types of questions, and you answer them with me. And I also am a mentor. I do this every day with people, and they're answering back to you right now. It has a lot to do with daily practices, meditation, and responsibility, and obtaining how you stay in sync with your guides. They keep telling me the 7777. And so this might be something you want to do with us, because it's only 4 weeks, it's only an hour, and it really is going to skyrocket everybody off to the next 5 months. After you do, it's only 4 weeks, but it's going to push you into 2025.
Right on.
Yeah, and it's very affordable. We're practically giving it away. So I feel like they're saying to me, May, June, July, August. Around August, you're going to start feeling really good, really centered, really focused, and really, your rock star self. So maybe just need like a little mentoring from me and Tangela and this specific program. I wrote a book called The Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. And then after that book came out, I put together this really stylized mentor program.
Nice.
Yeah, you might really like it. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Don't
it.
let this whole eclipse thing throw you off. I mean, I had something last night happen to me that like really threw me off, but I regroup, I pull it together, I call my spirit team, and I focus back.
Nice. Well, I just had a major shift in my guidance team this week. And so there's been a lot of shifting. It's been some big stuff this week. And so it's settling into that. And yeah, so anyways, I appreciate what you're able to share, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
especially bringing my grandmother in. That's really sweet.
She is your part of your spirit team, and she's your 8. She's your thread of 8, the infinity sign. And I'm just so excited for you. And I love that you have 2 soulmates. You're piggybacking on 2. And I'm happy you have the 10, because you're on that mission. And I'm just so grateful I was able to read for you. And I feel very emotional too, because she's really a very big driving force for your success with everything and how much you help people. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
You know, it's wonderful, Kimberly. Laara is actually one of our presenters. She's going to be.
She is? Oh my God, I didn't even know that. Okay.
She works with Tangela.
And she's one of our Soul Search TV influencers. She has an amazing light language show.
Oh my God. Well, they love reading her, and they've got like all of the numbers down, and her grandmother's still on my shoulder.
That's amazing though. So I love it because, Laara, like, look, you're always so busy healing and working with other people. It's amazing you had this opportunity to get this support from your grandmother coming in during this huge time of transition for you. So that's really powerful.
I didn't want to raise my hand because I thought, because I'm sort of part of the show, but I kept hearing, you should put your hand up. You should put your hand up. And I'm like, well, someone else should have a go. But anyway, it was meant to be. Thanks so much.
Thank you. The minute I came before even the hands were up, I saw a energy, which was your grandmother, right around you, like on the side of you. And it was a bright light. And then I just like had a message. So it was like, that's what was going on.
Mm.
So your grandmother was coming through loud and clear during this eclipse season. She's like, don't worry, the transitions are happening, but you know, you have your soulmates and your support team with
Mm.
you as you're on your path forward. It's amazing.
Kimberly, do you have time to do one more person tonight?
I know one more we should do. Yeah.
A
And
lot
then
of hands raised
why
here.
don't maybe sometime we just do one class.
Thank you, Laara. We have a couple of hands raised here, so I don't know if
Okay, so let's do maybe one mini reading because I know we have yeah, I'll do a shorter reading. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can, maybe I shouldn't touch it and have as maybe Scott, you open the gallery and pin because I think
Yeah, I've got it on gallery view now.
I'll have
Can you
do
see
it.
whose hands are raised, Kimberly?
I can't see the gallery view. I just see it on the side. For
If
some
you go to your upper right hand corner where it says view and just click gallery.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Let me see. Okay. Getting a message. Hi, everybody. Okay. I see Barbara smiling. Okay. I know I keep picking people that are presenting. I don't know why that's happening. Okay.
Go for it. If you're picking
Fox
a
is
presenter, that's
laughing.
fine.
Fox is laughing at me. Okay. I'm gonna pick Scott in a minute. Okay, no. He's like, okay. Oh God, I'm picking another person's presenting.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
That's
okay.
fine.
Amelia. Amelia.
Amelia, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Amelia?
Amelia. Amelia. I can't say Amelia. Yeah. Oh my God. When I start channeling I start saying things funny.
I didn't have my hand up, but it must have been some energetic hand.
Scott, can we add both Amelia and Kimberly at the same time?
Of course.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay, this is quick. Okay. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello, thank you so much. Very
Right.
sweet.
You want to have a reading?
Yes, I'm open. I would love to receive from you. Thank you.
Okay. What I'm getting right away, you could say yes or no, because sometimes people don't want a reading. You're okay with doing a reading, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty transparent. Everyone knows me being pretty transparent, so go ahead.
I'm getting something that's going on because if you don't, if it feels uncomfortable, we could take somebody else.
No, I don't. I'm open. Whatever you feel. Thank you.
They're talking about something about work that's going on. Is that happening right now with you? Is there a transition with kind of work that's going on right now?
I'm noticing a shift. Yes, there is a shift.
And there's something with family.
With work or just family
No,
now? Something
separate,
else?
like
Oh, separate.
family and work, like family and work, they're telling me. Also they're saying some sort of thing. Are you having some sort of ups and downs going on in your life? And you can please be open as possible.
Yeah, there
They
is
want to do a healing on you, actually. And they're
Great.
talking also about stomach issues,
Huh.
like maybe some stomach issues.
Let's do it.
But
I
you
do
have to
have
confirm
family.
these things. You have to be,
I do have family in Australia, and that becomes an issue because I'm here.
yes.
I'm here in Sedona, Arizona, and this is where I need to be, and this is where I am, and this is where spirit and all of my life force has brought me. But my family's over there, so that's a discrepancy. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
conflict.
why they're picking you to do this reading right now instead of
Okay.
other people. They're saying, we want to help you.
Yeah,
We
great.
want to relieve some of this tension.
Thank
And
you.
they said that some of it is coming sometimes and bothering the lower tummy, the lower stomach at times.
Well, it has, increased my lower belly. So maybe
They're talking more about sometimes digestion. It could be happening at times, and your immune system might be getting low at times, and maybe some hormone issue. I don't know if you have thyroid problem, but they're going
it's
through your
interesting. I
thyroid.
did have a little bit of a reading of a scan, like one of those um, energetic biofeedback, and she did mention something about my thyroid. So that's pretty spot on, very spot on what you're saying.
Well, when I say thyroid, from 1 to 5, 5 meaning there's an issue, 1 meaning there's none, there's a 4. When I say about your hydration, and not to pick on you too much like a Jewish mother, but I'm channeling a Jewish mother.
Absolutely. Go for it.
They're saying hydration. You need some more hydration. You need to drink.
Thank you. Look, I'm responding immediately.
You need to drink your water. They're saying, Scott's like, oy vey. Okay, you need to drink your water. They're
Okay.
saying they want you to drink real good like a Mountain Valley spring water with magnesium and potassium, like good water like that. No plastic water. No water in plastic.
I don't ever do that. I do the water with shungite, and it's structured, and the Berkey water filter. I'm doing the best I can, but I'm not doing enough of it. I
No,
totally agree.
no, they're saying not enough. And then they're also telling me something about some of this emotional stuff with the family. And they do give me the negative blink about you being away from the family.
Yeah,
It's kind of caused a little bit of stress.
it pulls on me. It does. Yeah.
Do you have a question for the guides?
What's
Yeah.
next? What's next in the field of work? I've been doing this shamanic healing, psycho-shamanic healing for a very long time. Used to be a naturopath doctor, but it does feel like there's a lull that's happened for a reason. Maybe there's like a soft bed that I'm lying in, and I'm going to be awakening out of that into something, and I'm not sure what that might be fully.
Yeah, that's a great question, because that's why the right away when they came on, they show me the 5, and the 5 is about work. And it can either be about work or creativity. So you're a little bit of both. You're creative, and you also are a person that creates work. So I don't know how you approach it. I don't know how you go about getting work. How do you go about it? But they're saying to me, I don't know if you're employed for somebody or you're self-employed.
I'm self-employed, yes.
They're saying to me, and you can ask the guides, do they want you to stay self-employed? Ask me.
Do my guides wish for me to be self-employed?
They're down the middle about that. They're saying, maybe it's time to do a little of both. Maybe, are you just staying alone and working, or do you work with other people?
I have worked with other people for a while in the past in bigger contingencies that can, platforms. And for a long time now, also my own website has been very busy, but recently it just has gone into a lull, I've noticed. And
Yeah.
part of me is like, oh, it's time for me to retire. Great, I've got time and space to be my more creative self, but at the same time, I have to take care of business,
Yeah.
bills and things that are more like the walls around me that I have to,
Right. So let me explain something. The faucet has shut off. They're saying, the faucet shut off about 6 months ago for a lot of healers and mediums and real estate brokers and the
True, I
work,
see that
because
recently.
let me just channel it for you. Yeah. Because what's happened is, you know, a lot of people don't want to say, but we're in a war. And so what's happening is that we have to reevaluate and reinvent our situation and say, well, this is what we were doing, but now we need to come over here and reinvent and understand that we have to collaborate and say, well, this is a new way of thinking. This can be a fun way of thinking. And now the guys are saying they want you to do maybe something new and exciting. And this will be, so when you said retire, my head goes like that. It's like when it's a no, it's fast. It goes, no. And I could hear them talk. They said, no, you're not going to retire. They want you to work. And
I want to work.
They
I
want
want
you
to work.
yeah, and they want you to serve, but they're saying not the way right now. I want you to do it a little bit differently, and it's going to be more fruitful and abundant. And so this is what we're going to be doing in our group, our class, our group in May, and to kind of help you, just ease you into a new way. And they're saying to me, things will pick up. Like I asked the guides, will it be in May? Will it be in June? Will it be in July? Will it be in August? September? You know, 2025 is going to be a good year. 2024 is a little rocky right now, but they are saying probably in a few months, if you start reevaluating and moving things a little bit differently, it's going to pick up for you.
Thank you so much.
Around August, September, October, but you are going to have to move a little bit, some things around. And can you write down this probiotic that I just cannot hold inside of me?
I don't mind going to get a pen. Is that
I
okay?
have to tell you about it. And then
Okay.
I will hop off. But I am saying there is a probiotic for you that would be really great. So the reason why I'm talking about the probiotic so much is because when I scan over a body, like today I was doing some hospital room visits and finding blood clots, like Scott was saying, I do all kinds of stuff. I was finding some tumors in people and things going on. And it's not to upset you, but when I'm scanning over you, my eyes will only go to things that they're mostly interested in because I scan the bodies. And they're not interested in other parts of you, like they're not saying, but they keep going to the lower intestinal tract. And you may say, well, I'm perfectly fine, but they're just going over the lower gut. They're not saying diverculitis, but they are saying, when I say the large colon, the small, they are giving me a hit on that. So they're just saying, why not do this sooner than later? So this is a really great probiotic called Life 9. LIFE, and then the number 9. And it's by a company called Young Living Essential Oils. Do you know that company?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So it's easy. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it at any Young Living Essential Oil distributor, but or on site anywhere. And you take one capsule before you go to bed at night. And it actually is very relaxing and calming. And it is really great. And it's very inexpensive.
So wonderful. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Kimberly. No, honestly, thank you very much. It's a godsend.
And I'm healing you and sending healing and love and prayers. And I'm actually hearing in one of my ears, and we could always do a longer visit sometime, and I'll gift it to you. And I'm hearing something from a relative that's on the other side talking about the family and how, I know this sounds very bizarre, but you are going to be together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Scott's talking. Okay, bye.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we will see Amalia in a little bit because she's one of our presenters. So, hey, I want to let people know how you can get more of Kimberly, because of course she is amazing to work with. So go to her main website, which is thehealingtrilogy.com. thehealingtrilogy.com. Make sure that you register, put your name and email address on there. And that's where you can learn all about, subscribe to her email list. And there it is. There's the Miraculous Mentorship Program.
That's one of them. But Tangela and I, we have one under our events, and
Mhm.
that's our 4-week accelerated program. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Because I do want to make sure that I'm taking people to the one that you and Tangela are going to be doing.
It's under our event calendar. Yeah.
Got it. I think I have it right here.
Yeah.
So there we go.
There we go.
There it
Yay.
is. So the Miracle Mentorship Program. And it's a 4-week group program. That's what you heard her talking about, limiting it to 20 people. And it starts on May 1st. It's going to be 4 weeks in May. And Tangela, is there anything you want to add about that?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm really excited to be doing this with Kimberly, and it's really come about because, we have so many people that have been coming to us that are going through a lot of transitions in their life. Like, we do a lot of events in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley. We have a lot of people who have been laid off or who are feeling, oh, I need to leave my job soon. Like, what I have been doing all this time is not resonating with me. There's just like a lot of like really big life transitions happening from people, and it can be very disarming when that's happening, and I think people can sometimes feel like, what is going on? That's what happens if people come to us and say, what is going on with me? Like, everything is changing, losing these old identities and patterns that I have, known my entire life. So, Kimberly and I, we work with so many people. We're like, okay, let's come together and develop a 4-week mentorship program where in a group, we can really work with people going through these transitions and saying, coming together and saying, focusing on a specific goal as well. And like Kimberly mentioned, every week there's homework, and then there's messages coming in from the guides, and us working together as a group to know that we're supported and really bringing through what's there for us on the next level and on the other side. But when you're in it alone, you can get stuck in, what is happening and what is happening to me versus, what's happening, but what is it that I want to create? And I am supported on creating that and moving to the next level of where I'm going to be. Kimberly.
Absolutely. And what I like is I've had a lot of graduates in my other program that you saw when you first saw that you came onto my website, and I've seen them get the websites up. I do every little detail. I get them on Facebook. I get them on Instagram. I get them in the social media. So we find whatever they're working on already, or they may be starting from scratch and finding out their gifts, or maybe they want to lose weight, start a new company, whatever it is, but then take you all the way through, not just leave you. Yes, you found your gift. Yes, you know what you want to do, but then take you to the finish line. Even though it's 4 weeks, you can do a lot in 4 sessions. And then if you want to continue and do more, you can still do individual sessions with us. So it doesn't just end at that 4 weeks, but I feel with Tangela and I both, we really babysit the whole situation for you. It's not like, oh, you got your gift now, you know what you're going to do, and then we say goodbye. We don't do that.
Yeah. So we're really excited about this.
Yes.
There's just, there's, a lot of people's gifts are coming along online. People are making big transitions, and it's a time for big shifts in identity that is happening for all of us. Even we heard from our amazing healers and practitioners that are going to be joining us on the rest of the show, all of us, and me too. A lot of the big shifts happening for all of us, and to be in a supportive container where we can receive guidance and go through this together can really accelerate those transitions and help us reach a certain goal or a certain place that we are looking to create for ourselves. But when you're in it alone, it may be difficult to kind of see the way. So yeah.
And Tangela, do you want to just ask? I'm going to know Scott later. We could ask if anyone has questions about this program. We could answer any of those questions too.
Yeah, and let's use the chat box. So I know that some people are already commenting because we are already 25 minutes over. So
that was not me. That was the grandmother.
I know. No, it's all okay. It's all perfect. It's all perfect.
We'll keep going. And then also Kimberly and I, we will be at New Living Expo coming up April 19th, 20th and 21st, which is going to be great. Kimberly, you'll be giving a workshop, correct?
2 workshops and a panel with you. I can't wait to see you.
Yes, exactly. So she'll be doing 2 workshops. One of hers is her famous messages from the other side. Charlie and I will also be giving a workshop, manifesting your divine fulfillment. And then I will be moderating the Ascension panel, which the twin Ray will be on, Kimberly, Meredith, Ishmael Perez, Asiel Tuxal, and I think Oracle Maureen. I think there's one more. So we're going to have an amazing panel. So for those of you who will be attending New Living Expo, we're excited to see you guys live there as well.
And for those who are not attending, don't worry. The Awakening World will be coming to you from the New Living Expo. That's Saturday night. The show, it's going to be 2 weeks from tonight, will be live. So we will hopefully have Tangela. I've got Alan Steinfeld lined up as my roving reporter. And hopefully Kimberly will come by and give us a hug. So don't worry. If you don't live in the San Francisco Bay Area and you can't be there live, you'll be able to watch it on the Awakening World. But if you can be there live, it is an amazing weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to go into a couple of quick Global Peace Tribe announcements. And Kimberly, as I talk about these next couple of people, we really have created a community here. And in our community, we take care of each other, and we're aware of people that are going through medical issues and challenges. And one of our most beloved community members is Eleanor Joy. And Eleanor Joy has just come out of the hospital, and I've got the spotlight on you, Eleanor Joy, and her good friend Waterfall, who's been taking care of her. But welcome, Eleanor Joy. She's finally out of the hospital, and can you give us an update on how the stent went, and let us know, give your audience, our Global Peace Tribe, your update, please.
First of all, we have to do a sound check. Can you hear me?
You sound perfect.
Okay. Okay, I've had a pacemaker put in. I've had the stent put in. And when I go through the airport, I'm going to light up every light because I've got the valve repair as well. And it's just still been a big tunnel down in many ways. However, the problem with the breathing apparently is still a little bit of fluid in the pleural cavity of the left lung. And when that clears, and they're not going to do anything to try and interfere, they're going to let it happen naturally because it's minimal. But I still almost can't breathe when I do anything. Like even just bending forward and turning on the audio. It's been quite a ride. But the doctor came in today. He was wonderful. And he said, we're going to get you back on the trails. It'll take a while, slow and easy. And I got to keep pulling back on the reins. But he said, you will be in good shape. And I've also had, I think I told you before, a heart attack. So I've had a lot of complications that most people don't have with this.
Well,
I'm very grateful for Waterfall for coming over with her laptop. It makes it very easy for me, better than the iPhone. And I'm so grateful to this community. I can't tell you. If I do nothing else in the day, it's going to be TAW.
well, let's continue to send our prayers, maximum grace for Eleanor Joy. Now that, kind of the hardest part is over and it's all about recovery. And so maximum grace, beloved Eleanor Joy. We love you so much.
And I just want to say tomorrow, I leave Victoria and head back to Nanaimo.
Okay.
And hopefully I get on a personalized physio program that suits my needs.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
And Ian and I will be happy to rejoin. So thanks everybody. Thanks, God. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We love you very, very much. I'm going to bring Tangela up because we have had a couple of passages recently. And I'm going to bring Tangela up to share a passage of one of her beloved friends and soul searchers. And I've got those photos prepared to show Tangela.
Oh, thank you. So, this last week, we actually had the passing of our dear friend, galactic healer, Nadi Hanna. She was one of our beautiful Sedona community members, as well as Soul Search family. She such a powerful, bright light and for all of us. She was one of our first initial Soul Search members when we launched our whole community and platform. And Nadi was so passionate about teaching galactic awareness, sacred geometry, crop circles, communicating with the dolphins and whales, and really supporting all of humanity to stepping into our own multidimensional selves. And these are some pictures with Nadi just a few weeks ago at Suzanne Ross's Sedona Ascension Retreat here in Sedona. And so, we just want to remember and celebrate Nadi for all of her amazing gifts to all of humanity, to our collective consciousness. And we just know that she is continuing to work with us very powerfully as in this whole evolutionary period that we're all a part of. So just lots of love and blessings to Nadi right here. You can see her beautiful pictures from just a few weeks ago. And I just ask all of us to remember her, celebrate her, sending her so much love, and thanking her for everything that she has done for all of us and continues to do. So.
Thank you. And another passage, we mentioned it briefly, but Sadiq, who many of you met when he came to our Global Peace Tribe retreat in Sedona. And, Sadiq took his own life, but his brother sent me the letter that he wrote to his family, and it was a very conscious, loving choice that he made. And not really a tragedy. And his brother, Isaac, and I have had a lot of communication this week. Isaac sent me these pictures and really wanted people to remember Sadiq in this way, as the big, epic guy that he was, that wanted to really transform the world in many ways. If any of you are interested, his brother has given me permission to send portions of his farewell letter out to people that are interested. And it's actually a very beautiful letter. It's a very conscious. He had everything very well thought out, very well organized. And he was just really ready to be of assistance from the other side. And so blessings and maximum grace to Sadiq, his family. Many of us attended his online memorial, which was a very beautiful, kind of traditional Jewish ceremony. And some of us were on that. It was really quite lovely. So passages, blessings. We're grateful for those that are still with us, like Eleanor Joy, and our blessings for those that have moved on. All right, it's time for some music, Tangela. And one of our favorite guests, Sean Galloway, was one of our favorite guests back in the Saturday Night Alive for the Global Peace Tribe days. And then Sean went through some health issues, but he is back, and it's great to have you with us, Sean. We've missed you, but boy, it sure is good to see you and to have you back here with your Global Peace Tribe family.
Well, thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure to be here. I've definitely missed y'all for sure.
Great, and you're coming to us from the music capital of the world, Nashville. So it's great to have a little Nashville energy.
Yeah.
Sounded a little low, Sean. So I don't know if you could.
My sound is a little low.
Yeah, your sound is low.
Okay, let me just get the master here. How's that? Any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, and you've got your musician's sound on.
Yes.
Okay, great. Fabulous. What do you got for us tonight?
All right, so this is a song that I wrote called A Great Wave. And the story of this song is I have a Native American elder whose name is Shaha Win. And her father was Rolling Thunder, who used to travel with the Grateful Dead back in the day. And so she was actually gifted with the shamanic abilities that he had. And so she, as an elder in her community, would go to these powwows, and she had this idea to start doing ceremony on the ley lines of the earth related to these powwows. And what they would do is, create a wave of energy and then send it down the ley lines, and it would be like an acupuncture for the world. And she said it would really help increase the consciousness on the planet. And I said, how about if I write you a theme song? And she said, yeah, okay. So this is the song. It's called A Great Wave. And we have a beautiful recording of this. And so in the middle of the song, as I'm singing this, we can sort of gather the energy. And in the middle of the song, we can just imagine it just going down the ley lines of the earth and encircling the world with it, just a great wave of love. So here we go. Stand in this sacred circle, speak your loving intent. Let's raise a wave of energy that heals with our consent, and send it along her ley lines, reaching out across the world, uniting the tribes of earth and sky in the pageant of her pearl. On a great wave of love, a great wave of joy, a great wave of freedom for all to enjoy. On a great wave of compassion, to let go of our painful past and ride the sovereign waves and live in peace at last. Here in oneness at last. The earth needs our prayers before this wave can start. So bend a knee and lend a hand and touch her open heart. Give thanks for all she gives us, for all the good yet to come, and bless the wind that breathes us in, and send it to everyone. On a great wave of love, a great wave of joy, a great wave of freedom for all to enjoy. On a great wave of compassion, to let go of our painful past and ride the sovereign waves and live in peace at last. Here in oneness at last. From east to west and north to south, from above and below to the center, let us be here now. A great wave of joy, a great wave of freedom for all to enjoy. On a great wave of passion to let go of our painful past and ride the sovereign waves and live in peace at last. Here in oneness at last, riding the sovereign waves, here in peace in oneness at last.
Gallery Review, everybody. Let's give Sean a big twinkle and a big welcome back to his Global Peace Tribe family. God, I love this guy.
Thank you very much.
Sean, it's just great to have you back. And I want to, of course, direct people to your website, which is his name, Sean Galloway, spelled S-H-A-W-N, S-H-A-W-N, Galloway, Gallaway. Whole lot of A's going on there. SeanGalloway.com. And he's a gem and just brings so much light and love and joyfulness into his work. Is there any particular place you want to direct us to in your website here, Sean?
No, the whole website's there. I'm a visual artist as well as a musical artist, and my songs are all over all the digital outlets, and and I do an online course called I Choose Love that you can check out there as well. And I basically teach through the arts, through painting and music.
Right, and of course your song Choose Love is like your anthem, so and that's a great song. We've put the link into the chat box. A lot of comments are coming in, Sean. Carol writes, beautifully sung. Thank you, Sean. Kimberly writes, wonderful. Jake says, so good. Ayada, beautiful, Sean. Thank you so much. Vox writes, absolutely extraordinary song, Sean. Light Codes by Laara is putting in lots of hearts. Sherry Howard says, Sean, that is so beautiful. Thank you. And so it goes. And Sean's going to be back for another number. So we'll see him in about 45 minutes to an hour. And thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yep.
Well, Tangela, the show is off to a great start. It's going to be a long show, folks. We've got quite a few more guests. So have a cup of tea and get ready because we get some wonderful things, including Amalia, who I've actually known Amalia for many, many, many years. We both have Greek names. I'm Katamas. She's Kamateros. So we both have that kind of Greek thing going on. And I'm delighted to have you finally on one of my Global Peace Tribe shows.
So much, Scott. I've always admired you very much.
Thank you. Likewise. Tangela, what do you want to share about Amalia and her new relationship with Soul Search?
Well, I'm just so excited because Amalia is one of our new luminary healers on Soul Search, and she is an incredible, gifted psycho-shamanic healer, which I will let her explain more about what that means. And she helps her clients remember that life and the universe is on our side, and so that we can utilize our awareness to create the life that we desire. She is a powerful practitioner here in Sedona, where she works with clients, taking them on the land. And then she's also practiced as a naturopathic doctor in Australia for 17 years and weaves into all of her work the experience of the wellness of the body, the mind, and the spirit. And also, Amalia is the author of this new book, which we're really excited about, Transmissions of Earth Spirit Wisdom, a shamanic way of seeing, being, and healing. And so what I'm really excited about is that what we're also doing with Amalia is we're hosting an online book club. And we'll speak about this a little bit more, but every week for the next 3 weeks on Tuesdays at 4 p.m., we'll put the Facebook link in the chat. It's going to be on our Facebook page and our Facebook community. We are reading some passages from Amalia's book. They are very powerful transmissions. Each one of us is a healing journey and a dose of powerful shamanic healing medicine. And together we'll be diving into this with Amalia every week. And so for all of you watching, I really encourage you all to join us for this weekly book club that we'll be having. And I'm going to just put in the chat here the link for the book, as well as the passages we'll be reading this week. And hopefully we'll see you all in our Facebook page and on our Facebook this weekend. But welcome, Amalia. Thank you so much for being here today.
Sanjila, and thank you for inviting me here, and also very impressed with how Soul Search is searching for all the souls and helping them.
Thank you. And so tell us a little bit about you and your work as a shamanic healer here in Sedona. And also I know you work with clients all over the world as well. So what does it mean to be a psycho-shamanic healer? And what is it that you're bringing forth for people, Amalia?
Yes, psycho is the psychological part, and shamanism is the utilizing the wisdom of the earth and bridging it, marrying it with our psychology, with bringing the subconscious into the conscious, bringing light into the shadow parts of our being. That's the shamanic part. So the psycho part really is about embracing parts of ourselves that we've shunned or judged or forgotten or denied or repressed, or whatever it is that we've done, to not want to see that is actually a treasure. It's a treasure. Our fears are like dragons that are guarding our greatest treasure. And my job really, my love is to help people, guide people back to bring their conscious light, their conscious awareness into the parts of themselves, which I would say this is a little bit of the dungeon, and also down in that root chakra is where we tend to store a lot of things that we might deem as primitive emotions, human animalistic emotions, but really, in fact, that's energy that's stored down there that could be raised up and brought up through the column of light up into the celestial, from the soil to the above place, from earth to heaven. And so the psycho-shamanic aspect is marrying the two of our consciousness, our emotional energy, the parts of us that we really need to embrace and love and accept, and bring that to a place in our body that becomes an awareness of a greater template, which is Mother Earth. So it really is bridging Mother Earth's teachings, her healings, and the way she functions, and how we can adapt that into our psychology as well. And through the somatic processes of releasing all that muscles, memory, and stored energy that's been trapped, and to release it like the dead leaves of a tree, to be able to know that it's okay to let go of these parts of ourselves, and that those parts of ourselves become the dead leaves, the branches, and all that gets let go of into the soil of consciousness, into the soil of our consciousness as fertilizer, just as Mother Earth shows us to bring that into the new growth, bring that into the new cycle of what we're doing.
Beautiful. Thank you, Amalia. And so, we have your new book here, Transmissions of Earth Spirit Wisdom, where you're really bringing through so much of your shamanic healing practices and teachings through these transmissions. And so would you like to share a little bit about the book and the transmissions themselves?
Absolutely. And I may even read a little bit of one too. You
Sure.
insist. I think that'd be really nice. So first of all, this book has come about in its own way, of course, but as you can see, there is 3 sections to the book: Earth, Spirit, and Wisdom. And the 3 sections of the book is Earth, which is the base understanding of our body and our being here on Earth, and the shamanic aspect of our shamanic part of ourselves, of connection to Mother Gaia and Mother Earth and the ways that work through us in those ways. Spirit, which is the polarity, the opposite polarity. And that's the mind and the ideologies. And this book helps to actually expand and stretch and weave some of these ideologies and concepts we might have. But I do take the liberty of opening up the parameters for people to really think and connect into spirit in new and innovative and creative ways. And then we have the wisdom section. So we have the earth, spirit, and wisdom, which is really bringing all of that duality, earth and sky, matter and spirit. We could say masculine and feminine. We could say the polarities all into the heart of oneness. And this part of the book really addresses how do we embrace all of those things within us that need to be integrated into more of a whole, more of an integrated whole. So, you know, there's little bite size, each little, we could call it chapter, or each little excerpt, bite-sized, because I really felt that these days we don't have that much time to sit and read a whole book. I think that the smaller sections, bite-sized, that have a lot of power and drive coming through a smaller portal, I think we're used to getting things quickly now. It's not that we have that much time to sit and ruminate, but get it down quick, get the download quick. And that's what this book helps us to do, is we get the downloads quick, but integrating some of the more concept spiritual ways of thinking into very simplistic ways through allegory, through simple understandings. But it's quite poetic as well. It's interesting. It's a very interesting. I'm finding it a very interesting book myself, to be honest with you.
It is. It's an amazing book, and we're really excited that I'm going to add myself in here, that you're sharing this with our community, Amalia. And so this week, we're actually going to be reading and discussing two excerpts. One, Desperation is the Mother of Transmutation. And then also a second one, What Comes Up Comes Out. And so every week, we have Amalia chooses for us two short excerpts that we can read, and each one is a powerful transmission on their own. So definitely, I put the link to our Facebook group and our club in the chat, and it's 4 p.m. on Tuesdays. So for those of you who would like to join us, definitely please join us at 4 p.m. on Tuesday to continue this discussion. But Emily, if you'd like to read something short from the book, then we'd love to hear.
Yes, absolutely. There was one that I was going to read to us called The Game of Life. But however, after being here with everybody, I'm realizing and feeling that I'm going to read a little bit from the spirit section, from the wisdom section, excuse me, called Our Diamond Self. And I'm going to take little parts of it, so it may not really flow, but I just want to take the actual concentrated parts of what this particular excerpt is offering to us. Like diamonds, our being reflects and refracts the pure light that lies deep within its subterranean levels. They remind us to rise up out of these depths and reveal the twinkle of our soul's light that every one of us holds. As multidimensional beings comprised of light-filled particles, the color of our expressions is reflected from each of the manifold facets of self. From the dark bowels of the earth, diamonds show us that from the deepest depth of our being, and under the intensity and pressures we undergo, we too can raise our brilliance to the surface in full spectrum of light. In this time of our evolution, we are asked to condense our purpose of being, to not waste our time in idleness, but to cut to the chase, and to see into the transparency of truth that can radiate the light of our brilliance into the dark recesses of history. It's no wonder why these precious stones have been regarded over centuries as gems that bear longevity and dependability, which are given as a betrothal proclamation for the long-standing promise of love and hope for a brighter future. Their blinding beauty and illustrious brilliance catch the eye with let me start that sentence again. Their blinding beauty and illustrious brilliance catch the eye with prismatic light that casts all colors of the rainbow from every multifaceted angle. Each window reveals the inner mansions of clarity, strength, and precision. We have been led to believe that we are composed of separate parts of ourselves, each pushing and fighting to shine more brightly than the other. We have forgotten that we are a whole diamond that shines at every angle and at every turn. Each facet of ourselves faces its own way and yet is connected to the entirety of self. We must appreciate the precious gem we each are and behold ourselves as a natural wonder of the world. We must not feign our intrinsic value, for our eminence lies deep within. It is time to turn our inner eye into the light-filled consciousness toward our diamond self. There you are.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm going to go to your Earth Spirit Wisdom website, and it's actually, that's the name of it, earthspiritwisdom.com.
It's amazing how that happened, that the book reflects my work, which is Earth Spirit Wisdom. Yes, thank you.
And I love that photograph. Is that photoshopped, or did you actually have that light on your heart when the picture was taken?
Well, to be honest, do you want to hear the honest answer of that, Scott?
Of course, always be honest.
Scott, you're going to really appreciate this, and everybody. The top was really low, so it was showing my cleavage.
Well, that would have been pleasant.
That's not quite the image I want to bring across. So I photoshopped it and put the light there because I don't want people's attention going to one spot. I want them to see the whole picture.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the honesty.
But of course, our hearts, each and every one of our hearts does radiate the light of God and all that is. It's true. And even though we may put veils or shields of protection, that light, just like the sun, is always shining, always. So that's what that little part of that light was indicative and symbolic of.
Beautiful. Well, I love that you're bringing, the power of book back into our reality a little bit. And, how wonderful to have a book club where we can all kind of come together in community. And obviously, Tangela and I are both big community builders. And so it's wonderful to have you as a precious part of our community.
Thank you very much.
And Scott, maybe you could, I don't know, bring up the book on Amazon. So it's available for purchase on Amazon. You can buy the Kindle copy or a hard copy, and definitely would love for all of you to join us. I mean, as you just heard right now with Amalia reading a few, just a short excerpt from the book, it's quite powerful. And the healing, there you go, her new book on Amazon, as well as her previous book as well. So definitely, what we're doing here together as a community is to really bring through these healing messages and the wisdom and the frequency that you've brought together, Amalia, in such a powerful way.
Thank you very much. It definitely was angelically driven, soul wisdom driven, and Mother Earth collaborates with me. I collaborate with Mother Earth, definitely. And together we've always worked very closely, very close.
And again, you can get her books. You can also schedule appointments with her by going to her website, which again is spiritwisdom.com.
And if you come to Sedona, you can have a healing on the land, which was the picture that we saw, powerful healing on the red rocks.
Absolutely. And I'm really passionate about getting people out of the head from that worry and the anxiety and the static that happens so that we can really be a conduit of spirit and anchor that into the earth and become inner trees of light where we're grounded and yet really reaching to the highest soaring aspect of self, but be able to do that because we're grounded. We're grounded. And Mother Earth has teaches us that through the trees and the mountains. And so, yes, come to Sedona. I'd love to take you on the land and get you steeped into the wisdom and listen to her language through the elements, and also do some healing from whatever it is you want to integrate or heal. That's what we'll do on the land. Thank you.
Thank you, Amalia.
Thanks
I
so much.
am going to completely turn it over to you, Tangela, because this next guest is one of your people, and I look forward to meeting him and hearing what he has to offer. So tell us all about Jared the Medium.
Yes, wonderful. Well, I'm very excited to be introducing Jared the Medium to our community. Let's see if we can bring Jared on to the
Yes.
screen here. Hey, Jared, welcome. Welcome. And so Jared, he is known as a highly detailed and intuitive medium, bringing messages from loved ones in spirit to audiences all over the world through his many personal appearances, private sessions. He's a regular at all of our Soul Search expos in the Bay Area, so you can really see him and experience him. People come to him from all over to receive messages from their beloveds. And his mission is to help us all connect with our own sacred gift of connecting with spirit. And we're also really excited because Jared has his upcoming show on Soul Search TV, Medium Sized Ego. And that's going to be a lot of fun because he is going to be sharing his mediumship gifts, where we're all going to be able to experience his work. And also, he's going to be sharing his own personal journey as a medium. And so, Jared, welcome so much to the show. We're so excited to have you here.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you
All
great.
right.
So tell us a little bit about your work as a medium, and also your upcoming show, Medium Sized Ego.
Yeah, so I've been a professional medium for a little over 10 years now. I've had abilities my whole life. And honestly, I think that everybody has abilities. I think that everybody can do what I do. And I've worked really hard at showing people that, teaching people that this is not some magic gift, but something that you can do if you learn to keep your ego right-sized and practice it. Just like anything else, if you practice it, you can get better at it. And so I've had a lot of success with that, and I've learned so much about my mediumship doing this. So like you said, I've got this show that I've been trying to put together, and in that I started this with this idea that I was going to do this for this show. And of course, Spirit has other ideas, and Spirit has led me to teach while I'm reading. And so while I'm doing gallery readings or while I'm reading people, I'm teaching them what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, when I'm afraid, when my ego gets involved, when I'm wrong, and just being brutally honest about it and showing everybody the honest part of it, the trouble, oh, I wasn't sure what about that. Maybe this was my ego coming in, or no, I'm really sure this is spirit, and here's why. And so it's been really, really amazing just to experience just that, just experiencing the gift of sharing with people and the honesty and how simplified I've tried to make it. I work with people now with other mediums and who are up and coming, and I work with them in a development setting. And I've taken this and just really simplified how this process works and made it so simple that anybody could understand it, and anybody could use it. And so that's kind of how it's worked out.
And Jared, we have a question coming in from Dr. Laara. How do you keep your ego medium-sized?
It's a constant battle. Fortunately, in my history, in my story, I have drugs and alcohol. I have addiction issues in my past, and so that also means I have recovery. And in the process of recovery, I learned about my own ego, and I learned about self, and I learned about my fears. And so the trick to keeping that ego right sized for me is to be aware when it's my fears. And so this really cool thing Spirit told me one day was, everybody wants spirit to be louder. We all want like to hear spirit better. We're like, why can't you, give me a bigger, brighter picture that I can understand? And what Spirit told me was, instead of focusing on making your connection better to spirit, learn yourself better. Learn your own voice in your head better. That way, when we give you something, you'll know the difference. And that was a really big breakthrough for me, a really big moment, because that's what I do, and I didn't realize it, but that's what I do from being in recovery. Is I learned my own self, and that way, when I get this random crazy thought from Spirit, I'm like, yeah, I know that's Spirit, because that's not my thought. I know my thoughts. I know my own fears. I know my own way of thinking. I know me really, really well. So the truth is, to be better at hearing Spirit, you have to be better at knowing yourself. And so to answer the question of how do I keep my ego medium sized, I keep really good track of myself, my fears, my ego. And so when I'm doing readings in like a large gallery setting, it's really crazy, because the best way I can take the fear out of it is if I tell everybody I'm afraid. It's amazing, but it's true. If I stand up in front of a room full of people and I start out with, look, I'm going to be afraid when I do this. I'm going to be, my biggest fear is I'm going to be up here and nothing's going to come through. You're all staring at me and I'm not going to get anything. And you're all going to think I'm a fake. I go, that's my big, and I'll start with that. I'll lead with that in the beginning of the gallery. And guess what it does? It just takes all of the power of fear away. Like, I'm not afraid anymore, because now I'm not hiding it from anybody. Now I'm sharing honestly with everybody. And then I always say that the biggest thing I do is I always am willing to be wrong. That's how I keep my ego under control. I always say I could be wrong anytime. Maybe I'm wrong. That's okay. It's okay for me to be wrong, because the alternative to me being wrong is that I have to try to make myself right. And if I'm trying to make myself right, that's me and that's not Spirit. So those are the main way. That's the best way I could answer that question in the short term for you.
That's great. Thanks, Jared. And so, Scott, I don't know if do you want, and I don't want to put you on the spot either, Jared, but did you want to do a reading for anyone while we're on the show tonight?
If he's up for it,
Sure.
that would be great. That's what our people love. So that'd be really fun.
Okay, great.
Sure, I can give it a shot.
And people are really appreciating your comments, Jared, as well. With Grace Denise saying so helpful, and Carol from Rhode Island saying, I love that approach. So, let's see here. We have some hands raised. Okay. We have, if you want to choose from one of the hands raised or someone else coming in for you. Can you see whose hands are raised, Jared?
I'm trying, yep. I'm seeing. Go ahead and pick somebody, Tangela.
We have Ellie at Phoenix Rising. I'll bring her up. Hi, Ellie. Welcome, welcome. We'll bring you up here with Jared the Medium. Oh, where'd she go? I lost her.
No, I'm here.
Okay, great. You're there. Perfect. So I will let you two chat.
Thank you.
All right. So what is your name again?
Ellie.
Okay, Ellie. So the first thing I do is I'm just kind of scanning around you to see if I can feel any presences around you. So that's my first process. Not always, but that's what they want me to start with you. So first I ask you your name. So when I ask you your name, I see if any information comes through with your name. But I didn't get any other information with your name. So Ellie would be what you were called. You wouldn't have like a different nickname that they would want to bring up. That means that's what they called you. So I do have an older male that comes in now. So I have an older male that comes in above you. So older male, father side. So this is either father or grandfather. and he has another male with him. So I have two males that come in together over your left side. So two males that come in on that side, and I have a female that comes in on the other side. They want to talk about there's like a sister or a friend who they want to talk about being sick. So when I see oxygen tube, that means I want to talk about a female who's to your side, who is either is sick or was sick, but there's something about oxygen tube. So do you have a sister?
I do. I've got actually three sisters.
Okay. Did you have one that had that needed oxygen, or that had some kind of illness that they battled with?
Not that I know
Yes
of.
or no?
I mean, one sister is in an institution. She's got cerebral palsy. Is
Okay.
it her?
Okay. So so she's dealing with some kind of illness.
I don't know. I haven't. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So when they show me oxygen, it doesn't necessarily mean they needed oxygen. It's just talking about being ill. So that's like a symbol for me. So it's a symbol of talking about one of your sisters who's got some kind of struggle or illness. So you have a sister who's got cerebral palsy and she's in some kind of institute. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to talk about that. So I got the older female who comes in who wants to talk about that. She shows me this feeling of washing your hands. So it's like we've almost had to wash our hands with some of this family. So there's been family we've had to kind of separate from or wash your hands from. And so they're giving you permission for this. So it's like, it's understood that you had to wash your hands. It's not like a bad thing. It's like, yes, you needed to wash your hands from some of this family for your own sake, for your own, for almost protection. Protection wasn't the right word, but it's close. It's not protection. It's something like that, because when I said it, it didn't feel completely accurate. So there's something about for your own good, you've had to build barriers to keep people out and wash your hands of some of this. And they're giving you permission. They're telling you it was the right thing to do, or they're okay with it from spirit. Where's the above you who had a heart attack or dropped rapidly, or like some kind of fast passing male?
Male. I don't know of a male. My grandmother had 4 heart attacks.
Okay, I could be wrong on the male, female. I could be wrong. What I saw was this, which is like shows me like heart attack. So, and what side of the family is that on?
Mother's.
Doesn't feel right. I'd love to say yes, but the truth is I'm feeling this is male. So I said I wasn't sure, but I definitely am feeling someone talking about a male with a heart attack. Again, I'd love to be like, yeah, and go with what you said, but that's not how this works for me. So I definitely am feeling like this fast grasping of the like chest. And it's a fast go like this feeling, but it feels male to me. Where's the military?
Uncle or grandfather.
Is there military on that side of the family?
No.
Police or fire?
Nope.
Because they're saluting, so I'm getting like a salute. So when I get a salute, it means some type of military, police, or fire, or show of respect. So it's not that side of the family then. So again, just remember what I'm saying. I'd love to maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't think so. I feel like this is accurate. I'm just not in the right place. So so remember the heart attack and the military. Do you have children?
No, I don't.
Where's the 3 and 2 and 1? So you have siblings?
Yes.
Okay. What do you have, like 3 siblings total? 2 and 1? Okay. Yep. So you're the 2 and then there's the 1, is that correct? So it's like you and a sister and then a brother, or how does it go 2 and 1? You already said you had a sister, right? So we already figured that. You said you had sisters. So we already know that. Okay. Do you have a brother then? So I guess my next question for you.
No brother.
So it's all sisters. So there's 2 and 1. Okay. So they're going like this and they're trying. So earlier there was this feeling of one of these families that were telling you to wash your hands from. And now I get this feeling of trying to push you together with somebody else, one of the other siblings. So there is a feeling of like pushing you together, trying to get you to rejoin with that side of the family. or trying to get things, they're from spirit, they're trying to make things closer. Where's the female energy above you who loved like Christmas? Because I'm seeing ornaments. Either they loved Christmas or they like collected ornaments of some type.
We're Jewish, actually. We didn't, celebrate.
Okay, I could be wrong about the holiday, but like there would be ornaments or celebrating. Maybe I got the holiday wrong, but there's something about.
Yeah, maybe my sister Deb.
Okay. You're saying maybe, but that doesn't fit so really well. Okay. Sister, does one of your sister have children? Which sister has the kids?
One sister adopted.
Okay. How many? Just one?
Just one, yeah.
Okay. And is there military over on that side of the family? Is she like have military and above like to her side? So there's got to be. I'm missing the military. They keep showing it to me. So I got military somewhere around whoever they're trying to bring through. So until I get this figured out, they're not gonna let me move on. That's just how this process works for me. I apologize, but they keep showing me military. So so it could be like a husband. It could be your sister's husband, but there's military, male military heart attack. I can't get past it.
Possibly my sister's husband was in the military.
Your sister
Possibly.
was he? Do you know if his father had a heart attack? I know this is a stretch I don't like it because it's so far from you, and I normally wouldn't do this, but they keep coming in with it. They keep coming in with it, and again, if they keep showing it to me, it means I can't move on. They won't let me move on. That's why the rest of the information is not coming, because I can't get past this until I figure out who the heart attack male military connection is. So and again, they took me to sister, though it has a child, something like that. So sister with a child, military connection, heart attack. So again, I don't like that there's no confirmation here at all, but just hopefully that you can confirm that at some point. What was grandma's name? Mom's side.
Miriam.
Was it like Miriam something? Did they call her Miriam something, or was there what would you have called? What would they have called her?
Yeah, just Miriam Solomovitz, but she was the only other person in the family that had a psychic gift.
She's using another name. She's saying Miriam something. So Miriam something. Again, when they do this, I don't know. She's like saying Miriam something. So there would have been something that they would have called her. So there's a name that goes along with the Miriam. Do you have now? Are you connected to her other than having psychic gifts? Do you have like a namesake of hers, or do you have some other way that you're like her that she's bringing in? And then have you seen her since she's been passed? She's giving me my symbol for like you've seen her since she's been passed. So she either came to you in a dream or she showed up somehow for you to see her. Do you understand that somehow?
Yeah, she's been around me. She passed the gift when I was like 2.
And then she's doing something with a feather around you. So she's doing some kind of feather work. I don't have a symbol for feathers, but she's doing something with a feather around you. And this is like right around now. So there's something about some kind of feather work. I don't know what feather work is. I'm also getting audio with her. So I'm getting like communication or like some audio sounds from her that you might pick up on or know that she's something about audio sounds for you. And she's touching your hair. So when she's touching your hair, there's like got to be memory of like her doing your hair, or some reason she would bring up your hair. But she's doing your hair or something. So there'd be memory of hair. So I don't know. That's a random one, but I apologize that these are so vague. But it seems to be the best I could do tonight. Miriam. One more thing for you. Let me try. So now I'm seeing a comb. So it is a brush, right? So now I'm seeing her brushing your hair. So there's like brushing your hair. There's another older female here too, who she gives me my symbol of seeing you from the crib. So that means that she's been passed before, when you were very, very young, or before you were born. So there's another female who comes around, or that you would have seen when you were a child. That's my symbol for that. We're from the crib. So there's another older female who also comes around that you need to recognize at some point, or know that's around. And she's been gone since before when you were little, because I see you in the crib talking to her, which is just a symbol.
Could be my other grandmother, Preemie.
Did she die before, when you were very young, or before you were born?
Yeah, actually,
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's when I see them standing outside your crib like that, that's what that means. But she wants to not be honored, but she wants to be recognized as coming around also sometimes, because you sometimes don't assume it's the other grandma all the time, and you don't know it's her. So she wants to be recognized and let you know she comes around to help too. And there's a lot of tradition from her that she'd like to pass down. So there's something about passing down tradition to you that is also missed or also lost. There's a lost tradition from her that she wants to pass down to you. And something about a smile. So there's a male energy now who's saying something about bringing back a smile, or something about seeing somebody smile that's really important. And they're like trying to make you smile when they say this. So there's something about bringing back your smile, or having you smile again. So I don't want to assume what that is, but there's something about that. Well, I'm sorry that was not a very great reading for you, but I hope that you can confirm some of that stuff, and I'll let you go now. I think I've tortured you enough.
Thanks, Jared.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jared, and thank you,
Mhm.
Ellie, for being a part of that.
Sure, you're very welcome. It was fun.
It is interesting to note that one of our guests who's in the room, I don't know if this ever happens for you, Jared, but
occasionally,
Susan Bloomquist says that you were actually reading her, that her mom used to pump up her hair, and many of the details that you were describing were very similar to Susan's family situation. So does that happen sometimes?
Yeah, and I was seeing her writing that, and I was feeling like maybe that was happening, but I hate when that happens, and I tried to kind of push through it anyway. I mean, the truth is I don't like doing that kind of thing, because it's an easy way to fake, like, when you're wrong, right? Like, I could easily say, oh, that was for somebody else in the room. And the truth is, if you got 50 people in the room and you say one thing, it's going to fit somebody in the room. So I don't like doing that, but I do believe that that's probably exactly what was happening, is that was not for her. So yeah, that makes sense to answer your question.
Interesting. I think most of it fit. And then also, Jared, I just want to say that, people really did appreciate what you were saying even before we got started. Pam said, Jared, that is brilliant advice from Spirit. What I have learned through recovery, and congratulations on your recovery, is that instead of asking Spirit to get louder, I hear Spirit come through better when I get quiet. So Pam, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, well, thank you
Awesome.
very much, Jared. It's beautiful to have you with us. And again, like everybody who's seeing tonight, you can find Jared on Soul Search. Jared the Medium, if you go to soulsearch.io and check out Jared the Medium. And you provide sessions in person in Fair Oaks and by Zoom, I assume?
Yep. That is true. Yes.
All right. And
I will also be, I also have a booth at the New Living Expo, so I'll be there also. And I am presenting there also. I'm doing a gallery reading on Friday. So I'll be there. We'll see you guys there.
What time is your gallery reading presentation?
It's at like 4 o'clock on Friday. So
Perfect.
right when they open. Yeah.
So 4 p.m. on Friday. That's a great time. And then also, Jared, you'll be joining us in Santa Cruz. Are you joining us in Santa Cruz? Yes.
No.
Not yet.
Probably not.
Oh, not yet.
No.
Okay. So not in Santa
Not
Cruz.
this time.
But you are, but Jared.
Normally, yes.
Jared is a regular at all of our Bay Area events in Northern California. So he is very popular and he always is doing one-on-one sessions as well as his gallery reading workshops, as well as he does seances in the evenings with us as well, which are very, very popular. And so, Jared, when can we, Ayada's asking me, when are you coming to Santa Cruz? Our Santa Cruz Enlightenment Expo is April 27th and 28th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're really excited about it. And Jared, when can we expect your show to be releasing in the next few weeks, correct?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, awesome. And Scott, I did send you the trailer, but I don't know if you received it for us to watch it.
I'll have to download it and we'll play it in a few minutes. Let's do that.
Okay, sure. Perfect. So
Perfect. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Jared. This was amazing. And we're excited to be seeing you soon in person at New Living Expo. And also stay tuned for the trailer. Jared's show is going to be releasing on SOULSEARCH TV in a few weeks. And you guys will be able to tune into Medium-Sized Ego. And also, of course, what we love about all of our SOULSEARCH TV stars is that you can connect with them, work with them, ask them questions, and follow up on all their work as well. So thanks, Jared, for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Great.
We're running a little bit late, so I'm going to do Global Peace Tribe announcements after Sean Galloway's next song. I think it's time for us to get some more music going. Wow, what an evening. So, Sean, we're going to turn it back over to you for another musical number.
All right, can you hear me there, Scott?
Yep, we sure can.
Okay.
That was brutal.
What did you say?
I think Jared did not realize that he was muted. And so we heard him talking about the very thing he talked about, that sometimes it doesn't go the way one wants. All right, take it away, Sean.
All right, here's a song. Many years ago, I have done lots of vision quests with people, and my two partners were Irish, and we were all decided that we were going to start following in our Irish roots. And this was a song that came out of the blue. I literally wrote this in about 20 minutes, and it was the first song that I wrote. I have a bunch of Celtic songs that I've done since then, but it was preparing me to go to Ireland. And so I wanted to share this and welcome in the ancestors, okay? So this is called Coming Home. I hear the echoes of my ancestors down the mist-filled path, moving over the mountains. Their fire is my map. Come home, for I'm a child that has chosen to pass the power of truth, dancing in the dream time from my Irish roots. I surrender to the sages, the stories in the stones, awakening the peace from my ancestors, born of their blood in my bones. I'm coming home. Ooh, I'm coming home. I am living living my life in that river that runs, nourishing my nature for all those yet to come. And I surrender to the sages, the stories in the stones, awakening the joy from my ancestors, born of their blood in my bones. I'm coming home. Ooh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I surrender to the sages, the stories in the stones, awakening the light from my ancestors, born of their blood in my bones. I surrender to the sages, the stories in the stones, awakening the love from my ancestors, born of their blood in my bones. I'm coming home. Ooh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home to peace. I'm coming home to joy. I'm coming home. Ooh, to love. We're coming home. You and me. We're coming home. I am home.
Oh. Gallery view, everybody. Let's give him a beautiful twinkle. That just gorgeous, heartfelt song. Carol writes, those lyrics are so fantastic. I love this and so appropriate right after hearing Jared channeling ancestors.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's so beautiful from your heart, Sean.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah. It's interesting, these Irish songs, I just recorded 5 of them, and it's basically the best work I've ever done. It's really been, that's been what people are telling me. It's like, it took me 20 years to do it, but I did it, So anyway, yeah, it's kind of fun. So I'm anxious to finish. There's another 12 of them that go along with that. So that's what I'm working on next. Yeah.
I'm imagining that one of the energies that's coming through is I have a strong belief that we owe so much to our ancestors. Our ancestors just went through such extraordinarily difficult lives to give us the freedom and the abundance that we get to enjoy. And anytime we can pay it back to our ancestors by acknowledging them, honoring them, taking the time with our freedom that we have to heal some of the ancestral challenges that they couldn't work on because they were too busy crossing the plains and fighting wars and, holding 3 jobs. So I think when we honor the ancestors deeply, magic happens. And so I'm not surprised that your Irish roots is bringing out the best in you.
Well, thank you. Yes. And, the other thing is, though, it's also there was great joy in their lives, too.
Yeah.
And I always tell people to remember your ancestors in the sense that you can wake up their joy that lives within you as well, not just their sorrow. And I think that's what is very important to, for that balance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I also,
Absolutely right. You're
and I
right.
also tell people, if you really want to find your true power, go to the land of your ancestors. Like I went to the mountains of Killarney and I sat in the mountains for a couple of days and just absorbed the land, and it wakes something up in me, And so I often tell people, if you want to get to the next level of knowing your full self, go to your ancestors, the land of your ancestors,
Beautiful. Well, to learn more about Sean, just a reminder to everybody, it's his website, which is his name, SeanGalloway.com, and he spells it SHAWN, Sean, SHAWN, Galloway, GALLAWAY, SeanGalloway.com. There's a lot of really good things there. You can get his music, learn all about his artwork. We'll have to do a whole program about your artwork sometime.
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back.
One of my pieces right here.
It's gorgeous. What's the story on that piece? I'm gonna pin it.
It's a I don't know, I call it the master's Merkaba. There's the 10 root numbers in there, and I don't know what to tell you. It's just one of those things I just started doing, and it's I don't know what to say. It's
Okay.
I'm still learning from it myself, which is kind of fun, but this is like the third or fourth one in the series of like these geometric shapes that I'm creating. So they're really powerful, and they take me long time to do them compared to some of the other things I've done, so it's very interesting. When I get into one, it's a couple of weeks to get it done, so yeah.
The creative juices are flowing through you, my friend.
Yeah, it's like I'm most happy when I'm in my creative mode, for sure.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. It's great to have you back on the show, and
Yeah,
we aren't going to go so long next time.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. It's all
All
good.
right.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Thanks, Sean. Beautiful.
Tangela, I do want to take a moment to let people know about some special events that are coming up. And again, if you haven't, everybody in the Zoom room has registered for our season because that's how they're in the Zoom room. But for those of you watching on Facebook, please do join the Global Peace Tribe. Now's the time to do it. It's the start of our new season. This is our first Saturday night of the spring season, and we go all the way through June. And we're going to be doing a lot of extra special events. And I want to talk about a few of those right now. Tomorrow, this is not a Global Peace Tribe event, but it's something that we support very strongly. You might recall last Saturday night, Nikita was on the show. She's a good friend of myself and Kristen Hoffman, and she offers a free monthly gathering. It's her I Am Mantra monthly gathering, 12 noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. And you can register for free. Just go to iammantra.com, iammantra.com, and register. I'll be there tomorrow. Kristen Hoffman will be there. So it's going to be a fun event. And of course, you're hearing us all talk about this big event that's happening on Monday, the eclipse. Well, my good friends Donnie and Heather, who you also saw on the show last week, and I have decided to collaborate. And so we are going to do a special event at the exact time that the eclipse is kind of at its peak. And so join us this Monday at 11 a.m. And it'll be an hour-long program right during the peak of the eclipse. And you'll recall Heather and Donnie do an amazing sacred sound and light meditation. People loved what they did for us last week. And so come and join us. And this is for all Global Peace Tribers. So register and you'll get I'll send out an email tomorrow that's got the link and the information for how to join us. And it's just going to be for Global Peace Tribers and friends of Donnie and Heather. And that's going to be on Monday. And then we've got all sorts of other things coming up. We're going to be doing a week from tomorrow, a special program all about cancer treatment. Then we've got Danny Sheehan, who's going to do a special evening with us on April 22nd. It's going to be a hybrid experience. People can come to the Sunrise Center and see him in person, or all of you can join us online. And Danny is the lawyer who's representing the government whistleblowers that have come out of the Pentagon talking about what's really going on with UFOs. And Danny's been on the show several times. He's an amazing guy. And then, of course, on the 18th, we're going to be doing a very special event with the Twin Ray, which will also be a live stream hybrid experience. Tangela and I will be live with the Twin Ray in Sebastopol, which we're going to be excited about. And so anybody who's in the Bay Area, come to Sebastopol and join us for a live question and answer period with the Twin Ray. There'll also be live music. It's at Soft Medicine. And for those of you who are not in the Bay Area, never fear. The Awakening World will be carrying this again for all of our Global Peace Tribe members. So now is the time to join the Global Peace Tribe. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com. All right. And now you get to introduce someone that we already got a sneak preview of, because you got a wonderful reading from Kimberly. But please introduce us to Light Codes by Laara.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so excited to be introducing Light Codes by Laara. Laara, as you've all got to meet her already, she's an amazing healer. She's Jackie Laara Herod, the Tigress of the Light, and she's a spiritual mentor, channel, and healer. Laara is actually the author of many best-selling books, including Light Codes for the Soul and Ascension Codes, as well as her amazing Oracle deck, which I love, Light Codes Oracle cards. And so Laara channels heart-based universal source energy through all of these codes to assist humanity's empowerment and ascension process. As a light language linguist, Laara helps people deepen their understanding of light language and light codes through simple yet profound teachings. And Laara also has an amazing show on Soul Search TV that you can tune into right now. So, tomorrow or whenever you have time, make sure you go to Soul Search TV and tune into Laara's show, Ascension Codes, where she really goes through energy healing, light language, and it's in a very beautiful step-by-step process that's, an amazing way to teach people about light language, about light codes and energy codes, and of course, moving into the ascension codes. And I love working with Laara's deck personally. And I always, when I do interviews with her, I love to pull a card for the group. And so today I'm just pulling this one, Pagyama. Laara, I just pulled this one for the group. So I don't know if you have anything to say about that one.
That has to do with healing earth energies. So actually it's really nice synchronicity with the eclipse.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Healing with earth and sun energy. Pagyama is a symbol of healing, protection, life, uplifting emotions, and building energy. Use this symbol to help connect you further to the energies of the earth and the sun. So yeah, exactly. How amazing. So this is the perfect card for our group today, as we are already in the energies of the eclipse. And what I love about what everyone's been saying today about the eclipse is how we can really harness the energies for our own empowerment, for our own up-leveling, for our own ascension, and for the collective ascension. So Laara, welcome today, and let us know what you're sharing with us. As I've already introduced a lot of your books. You're going to have to do a book club with us too.
I would love to. I would love to. And I saw you shuffling that deck, so I know you didn't pick that out beforehand. It just shows you when you're connected in and you're putting the energy into the cards as you're shuffling, man, you're going to pick the absolute perfect card. And you literally, I know that deck, there is nothing else that would have been more perfect than that card right there, considering the energies that we're in heading into this eclipse. So well done to you, Tangela.
Well, thank you. I am just, utilizing your Oracle cards for guidance for all of us. And of course, the powerful transmission that comes through and the frequencies that come through the light language that you're channeling here.
So the really cool thing is that with that card, I mean, we channeled that several years ago now. I don't even know, maybe 5 years ago, or wait, probably 6 or 7 years ago that code actually came through. And now, because of the energies that we're in, I'm seeing how perfectly they're merging in with the energies that are coming in from this eclipse, because eclipses are seeding the planet with these new frequencies. And so this code, for those of you who have the deck or have the book, the little book of light codes to work with, you can actually be working with this code very consciously for this eclipse season. And it can help us to tune into those new frequencies that are coming in that are going to help us move along. And so, of course, you heard me asking Kimberly earlier, do you have anything that you can share about how I can be further of service and stepping into my love? And of course, the answer is coming back to do the work. And so we all need to remember to do the work, to come back to ourselves, to do the meditations, to sit quietly and to be with spirit, so that we can be moved by the energy and be moved by our love. So that was the main message that I really wanted to bring forward for everybody today, which is amazing. It's sort of echoing a lot of what the other people were saying so beautifully. And yeah, but I would also love to offer you all a light language activation in association with the eclipse that's coming up, because I too feel that it can be very powerful to be consciously and actively working with the energies before the actual event, because the energies are building right now. And I find our being, whether we're aware of it or not, we're starting to cultivate those energies. We're starting to align with those energies. And the more consciously we can do that, the better off we're going to be. And the less of maybe a dramatic impact they might have, because that can sort of be a little disturbing for our process going forward. So if we can integrate the energies as they're coming in, then it's just going to be a much smoother experience, our life experience. So that's why I would love to offer you all a light language channeling and activation. So before we begin, I would love to invite you to tune into your feet just to get nice and grounded, and tune into your heart space, because the heart is the connection point to the spirit realm. As so many of you know, that's the bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world. And what I love to say is, to have access to the heart is to have access to the soul. You'll notice, you'll feel the energies of the light language transmission more when you're able to sit in your heart space. So, and again, these are very high frequency energies, so it's great to be as grounded as possible so that you can be that pillar of light that is anchoring in the high vibratory energies in the most perfect way for you and also for the planet. So, light language activation for this amazing solar eclipse. Takanatalai tukapakadatalai sutukutukamate say tukutakamadaradalai zamatukukamati satatukapatahu kapana patatatakadatalai usikmandi tikanadi skotatakoshia tukamatana yusona hapapanadi skatariel tukapapaina sikachkanata dukumandatukumantan mo para aisodakimata. So right now we're just opening up the channels and bringing this energy very gradually down to the feet, so that we'll be able to do a major expansion once we get nice and settled into the feet. Tana isu tukarat tatolat manto kebesi tina isu kurat tatari isu kumoto papadai pate isu kapakada de lay tukama isu kina sadade isana isiat go takamata dona apai pada isu kaprata da lay kumonto kabadia tukamata do bot kanai tana aso hape takopota amo sapa atana to hanno kapa ayo ho na po. Breathing slowly and deeply. Kana isonato. Kema isonato. Kaina somato. Hayona. Oh. Hato, kana de so ke pa ish ka rat to ko ba de sa pa chukina da yes da yes ka kana da to ta da yes ke yet ko ma ba yes ay to ka ma de yes no ko kana da ko ma pa ne sa ta ko pa ne sa ha pa ut kana is ka rat da go sa na ay sho ta pa kana da yes ka ma di sa ka chikina ko chikina kan no pa ne ay sa yet to ka ma ti ta kana di sa ka kana da to ka ma ji shi ano ka ba ay sa ki na ko rana da yes ne ke bata o ta kana esi ota hammi ai sigina da rana da le ta kana nis ka o ta hamma lo ta hamma lo ta hamma hamma ayu my so dana ay sa krana adon dana ay sa Ono tana aso, oma tana aso, amo anata so, oma anata so, adana azana 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 wama, anna eso ya anna eso do hanna eshikia aso that ni amo tamasho, pana is and a nice deep breath, hanna is macha, nice deep exhale out through the mouth. Letting it all go. Bani isama shukama isama. Creating space within your being. Kama isubondan. Creating space within the cells. Viyashikamato. Creating nice deep breath. Rana isukam aishu kama asana adoya aisiana ago. Ama ayasana ago. Amana asaya ago. Amanaya sa ago. Amanaya sa ago. Ana ayoma banao. Oh, ma isa emo. Hina aso kana tala ishira atukame esi tekina eseki tika anisikida esine ikukama ayesolo. Pana aishoda kamato tatatariesa tatatariesa atatatariesa tatatariu toda hamo. Toma adodo so amma. Io hana. Mana aisona ionakamantano tayato sania. Ania sitana e kukukanasa patataya si chigamata tamokina. Payet kanetalo ishana isi telekomatato toko pana. Paiseyo. Ania ano tanana esi atayas khana talai ichina tukuma teya sokina paia sokina atrama tala isokopapani atokopapania atokokopande tegisa atokukikunato si tina talo ta tia atola ta apani a oh nice deep breath in. Big exhale. Pani so tekina asik chika chichitatia. Takana tegato go hara sa. Thank you.
Wow. So I'll just kind of breathe that in. An amazing transmission. And when you're ready, opening our eyes and sending some love and appreciation to Laara for this transmission and for the dedication to bring through these light codes, to write the books, to bring them through and to share them with our awakening world.
I'd be happy to share a little bit of what happened there, because I'm sure some of you might be curious. Sometimes when we channel light language, there's information that can be translated into English. And Sometimes when we channel light language, it's more of a transmission where it's a healing or an activation. And so therefore we don't have like a human language to directly translate. It's not like a word for word sort of dialogue. So this was an activation. So it was like an energy healing. And what was happening was, well, you heard me say, like we pulled the energy down through the light channel all the way down to the feet. And then we expanded the light channel. And then we went into the DNA and started clearing out the energies that are no longer serving us in the perfect way for each individual person, because it's always up to the higher aspects to discern what is important and what is not. So the energies that we bring in are in aligned with the divine and to love. And so you are always in charge of these transmissions and how it's all going to play out for you. So the DNA was activated, and there was the opportunity to release all that was no longer serving, so that we could create a better alignment with the energies that are coming through for this eclipse. And so once those energies were discarded, then there was an expansion, and then the seeding that we talked about earlier from this eclipse energy was able to make a direct contact with the DNA. And then it's up to your individual experience now, how that's all going to integrate for you as an individual, and as smoothly and beautifully and as in alignment with love and your perfect mission as possible. So that's what that transmission was.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And again, like everybody you've seen tonight, you can find her on Soul Search. And I want to direct people to the SOULSEARCH.tv page. We're about 40 minutes over, so we're not going to have time to watch the trailers. But I want to encourage everybody to go to SOULSEARCH.tv. There's Laara. You can kind of see her there in the shadows. And you can learn all about the shows, like Ascension Codes, that's Laara's show. Evolution 1 with a seal, who's been on the show many times. And just these beautiful, beautiful programs that are coming together. The Enlightenment Experience, which we're going to learn about in just a moment. Mr. Tangela, Charlie Lamson, has a show coming up. We all love Kalina. She's one of our favorite people who's on Awakening World. So go to SOULSEARCH.tv, and if you press on demand, then that'll take you to some of the programs that already exist, and you can also watch some of the trailers. So SOULSEARCH.tv is a wonderful way that any of our Global Peace Tribers can get more connection with some of these remarkable people that we've met through Tangela, including Laara.
Yes. So amazing. Oh, Laara's show is so amazing. So for those of you, I know everyone here felt the power of the transmission that Laara, provided to us today. And to really dive in deep with Laara, you can just tune in to Soul Search TV and watch her show, Ascension Codes. Every show, every episode is a very powerful transmission. So after you watch, it's hard to binge watch the shows because you need a little bit of a break to integrate. But Laara's show is amazing, very powerful transmissions each time that she brings through. And we're excited what's going to be coming for the next season from Laara as well.
I've brought Barbara on also because I just want to acknowledge all that Barbara does to create these shows.
Well, I'm kind of in melt mode right now, so I look like I have this dreamy. I just saw David Cassidy look on my face, and that's because I just really I don't have words for how much I appreciate you, Laara, and all that you bring to this planet and to all of us, and not just your sacred gifts, but your love and commitment. And I'm very grateful to say friendship, and everyone. She is as kind as she is talented, and all I can say is I can't wait for season 2. I'm so excited.
Right. So again, you can find that at SOULSEARCH.tv. Go ahead, Laara. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I just got back from an amazing trip in Australia, sharing light language and light codes at the Mind Body Spirit Expos that they have there in Sydney and in Brisbane. And while we were having the opportunity to tour the country a little bit, we went to the Blue Mountains. And it was the first time I've ever had the privilege to hike in this incredibly powerful spot on the planet. And while we were hiking, we would find these beautiful waterfalls and some serious power points. And I felt so called to channel, and I was tuning into the ley lines and sending the light language across the planet using the water, but also using the ley lines. And the most amazing thing happened, because after I got home, I got a message from a lady in the UK who I don't know. She just follows me on Instagram. She sent me a message and said, Laara, I felt compelled to write you a message because I'm in this sacred spot in the UK, and I don't know why, but I'm feeling called to reach out to you because this energy I'm working with has something to do with you. And then she said, it's like it's being sent across the planet. And I said, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I was just in Australia and that's exactly what I was doing. And it was just absolutely magical. And we did film it, but I wasn't wearing a lapel mic, so I haven't watched it back yet. It might be too loud to use for season 2, but but if I can use it, I will, because it was really, really neat. It would be wonderful to share with everybody.
Well, what a
That would be-
confirmation too that there's no such thing as time or space, and how we're all connected, and what amazing confirmation.
And the ley lines are real, like what was being discussed earlier. Like it's Sean, yes, you were talking exactly about it, and so it just shows you, like, people can tune in and pick up on that stuff.
Beautiful. Well, we are going to wind down. We've got still a KES group healing coming with Maggie. We're going to have some more Sherry Howard. But one last thing with Soul Search. Tell us about the Enlightenment Experience.
So the Enlightenment Experience is a new show that we have launching very soon in the next week. And it's a show about enlightenment. And we really have conversations about what is enlightenment and what does it mean, with many different teachers. We know we're still doing a lot of interviews, but we have Shaman Durek, Matt Kahn, Daniel Brinkley, John Gray, Marcy Shimoff, and many, many more. And really, this came about because, enlightenment is something that we always hear about, right? And, Buddha achieving nirvana, but what does it mean for each one of us as individuals in our busy modern lives today? Is it something that's attainable? Is it something that we should be thinking about? And it's really fascinating to hear what each spiritual teacher today has to say about it. And they give us tools and tips and practices for our own enlightenment journey, and really just a lot of, fun conversations about our empowerment and, who we are as spiritual beings in this human vessel and what we're here to really do. And, for everyone, everyone is like, enlightenment is for all of us. And I think that's a really empowering message for us to know and to share with the world, because I think for so long, we have been trained to believe that it's just for a chosen few, far, far, far from anyone that we could ever be. And we'd have to retreat to a cave, meditate for years, and, and maybe still never get near that experience. And it's something different now when we speak to, to each other today about, the enlightenment journey is something that's for each one of us, and there's infinite ways to get there. So it's a really amazing show. You guys can all tune in on Soul Search TV. The first episode will be launching on Thursday, and we'll be having a new episode every week. So we'll be launching with Dr. Sue Morter on Thursday, and then Shaman Durek coming up soon after that, Daniel Brinkley, Matt Kahn, and many, many more. So they're amazing conversations. I invite all of you to watch the show, tune in, and then let us know what you think. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, who you agree with, who you disagree with. We're excited to start this conversation for all of us, because it's one that's open for all. And we're here to really share that experience, that the enlightenment journey and the enlightenment experience is something for all of us to share.
And I just would like to give a shout out to the mad interview skills of this woman here. It has been such a joy and pleasure to be involved in the creation process of the show, and just watching how it's just kind of been like a one-take wonder every time we shoot an episode. It just flows. Her questions just flow with ease and grace seamlessly, and it is such an amazing conversation every single time. It's pure joy. So she's not going to tell you how good she is, but I can tell you how good she is.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to watching, and those are all great people, and I know you're a brilliant interviewer, so it's going to be dynamic conversations, and we look forward to it.
Thank
I'm going to take a look in the chat box because there's some thoughts and some questions for you, but I'm going to let you respond to them in the chat box because we've got to move on. But thank you so much, Tangela and Barbara. Look forward to something with you, I'm sure, next month in May. And Tangela, you'll be on next week again because it's our anniversary show.
Yes, I'm so excited to be on the anniversary show because this, I love the Global Peace Tribe, Scott. You guys have been such an amazing supporter of Soul Search. We have been doing this show with you guys since we first launched. And to talk about my interviewing skills, when I first came on this show, that was the first online show I had ever done, and I was so nervous. I was like sitting like a stone. I had never spoke about spiritual topics on any kind of online show, and I was scared to death.
And that was exactly 2 years ago because your first show was our anniversary show from 2 years ago.
Yes,
And,
exactly. So that was my first show with you guys was your 2-year anniversary show. And I was overjoyed to do it. What a blessing. But talk about being just thrown in. It was so just to let you all know, so don't be too hard on my interviewing skills on the enlightenment experience. You guys have been my training ground here because honestly, that first show, I still remember how nervous I was. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna say?
Well, you're wonderful as you've always been. And what I'm doing, everybody, is for the anniversary show a week from tonight, I've just invited my favorite co-hosts. So it's going to be kind of reminiscing with Tangela, Deborah Giusti, Trish is coming back, Larissa Stowe will be with us, Reverend Deb Moldow will be with us. So it's my favorite co-hosts, and it's going to be really, really fun and a very kind of a real family gathering. So that's going to be next Saturday night. And
I can't wait to celebrate you and 2 more years together. It's been an incredible journey, and who knows what's to come. So
can you imagine where we're going to be 2 years from now? Well, it's going to be amazing. Absolutely. By that time she'll be running for president. I mean, this woman she's an incredible human being. Tangela, I love you so much. Thank you for another great show.
Scott, thank you so much. Love you. And I'm excited to see you next weekend online, of course, for the Awakening World anniversary. And then, of course, in person 2 weeks from now for the New
Living Expo.
And so that'll be a lot of fun. And I just wanted to thank everyone here from the Global Peace Tribe for being with us, for supporting us, and just for being part of our amazing, incredible spiritual soul family, global community. Thank you guys all. We love doing this show. We love doing the show. We love the energy we all create together. Thank you, Fox and Kimberly and Laara and Sean and, Jared and Amalia, everyone who joined in. Of course, Barbara with all of her amazing support every day. So it's been incredible, and just, tune in to what's coming next for everyone, all of our amazing creators. And Kimberly and I will be at New Living Expo, so hope to see some of you there live. And also, if you have any questions about our Miracle Mentorship Program, definitely drop us a line, send us an email, put it into the chat. We're really excited to be working with you guys for a 4-week accelerated experience. And stay tuned for more amazing light language transmissions from both Vox and Laara. I like how we opened and closed the show with these powerful transmissions for the eclipse, right?
Absolutely. And the show's not over, everybody. Don't go away, because we still have music with Sherry Howard, a KES healing experience with Maggie, who is amazing. But before we do that, one other thing. You've heard us talking a lot about this upcoming solar eclipse. And so many of the people that I respect have been talking about this for weeks and months. Of course, we had Raquel Spring, who did a whole amazing presentation on Wednesday night about it. And I'm going to give the spotlight for a couple of minutes to Doug May, because Doug reached out and he has come up with some really important guidelines and ideas. I'm going to put into the chat box the link where you can get his notes. But Doug, what do you want people to know about this upcoming eclipse? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are catching up to tonight's talks, really. I'm in the middle of a training weekend with the Kogi shamans, and it was timed to land before the eclipse. It was kept kind of quiet that we're doing a second round of this. And Wednesday before last, when I was here, I was talking about this collective acceleration and process, and that our connection with Gaia is in the process of accelerating. And then I listened to Raquel Springer and realized that, oh my goodness, Monday is an unparalleled moment for moving into this action phase that she talked about for sustainability. So my brain started exploding. I've got to get some of these thoughts collected and handed off to the Global Peace Tribe about how all of us who are trying to work on this can take advantage of this particular moment. And I'll be organizing those thoughts tonight after we're done with the shamans, and again tomorrow after they're done with the shamans. So the first draft of my notes actually won't be out until sometime tomorrow morning at that link. And then the final version will be out tomorrow evening. So it's at least 12 hours before the events on Monday. But I'm still getting input from the shamans and from spirit and all kinds of stuff. So I'm trying to pull that together into a quickie set of guidelines for those of us who've been at this for a long time and would love to take a bigger step forward than usual.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Doug. And I've put the link into the chat box, so that's where people can get it. For those of you watching on Facebook, send me a private message on instant, like Facebook Messenger, and I will send you the link to Doug's notes. And he's really putting together some very, very important things on how we can all accelerate. And again, a reminder that many of us will be gathering together on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific time for a sacred sound healing that's going to be facilitated by my good friends, Donnie and Heather. And I'll be co-hosting that with them. Again, this is for Global Peace Tribers. So if you haven't registered, join globalpeacetribe.com now. You'll get the Zoom room links for all of our shows, all of our upcoming events, including all the special things that we're adding. And as you've already heard me say, we've got 4 extra events scheduled for April, and we're going to continue to do that for May and June. All right, what an amazing evening it's been, but there's still more. We are going to have a beautiful, for everybody watching, whether you're on Facebook or in the Zoom room, the KES group healing experiences are quite powerful. And to help kind of lead us into that and to transition us, our beloved Sherry Howard has stayed with us the whole time. So Sherry is here. She's going to do a little musical interlude, and then we're going to turn it over to Maggie. And Maggie and Sherry were together in Ashland, Oregon just last week. All 3 of us were together. I'm now back up in the Bay Area. Sherry's somewhere back east, and Maggie is still in Ashland. So anyway, take it away, Sherry, and then we'll transition right into Maggie's KES healing.
All right, thank you. And I just want to let everybody know as well, after all these beautiful eclipse events, if you want to dive into finding your inner freedom and illuminating your shadow, I'm offering a free workshop with India Zoe Prima on April 10th and 11th. And so I'll be sharing a mantra that helps to turn darkness into light. In India, we'll be diving into some shadow work, so understanding and defining the shadow, discovering self-awareness and awareness of others, and also learning about triggers and why they're important and why to understand them. So it really can help us to come into more self-awareness, can help us to relieve more stress and anxiety, can really set us free and break down our belief systems and conditioning. So that's a free offering. It's coming up this week. If you can't make it live, you can still register, and a recording will be sent out to you. That will be available for 7 days. So feel free to register for that. And we're also offering a retreat in Greece, a women's retreat in Greece, May 25th through June 4th. That's going to be really beautiful. We'll be diving into shadow work. We'll be coming into sacred cacao ceremony. We'll be doing kirtan, mantra, enjoying beaches, enjoying Greece, enjoying delicious food, enjoying beautiful community. And it's just going to be such a special time. And if you are watching this after midnight in the New England area, I'll be touring in New England in June and July at the Berkshire Yoga Festival, a retreat at All That Matters Studio, and I'm still putting everything together. I'll be guest teaching at Omega as well. So I hope to see and connect with some of you either online or in person as well. And
I just want to say for a second, it's such a beautiful, connected, awakening world. India has been on our show several times, and I've spent lots of time with her. We have the common friend of Larissa Stowe, and so, and I've been with her. Of course, you know Larissa. Larissa will be on our show next week.
Amazing. India's one of our amazing soul searchers as well, and she's supposed to be doing her show for Soul Search TV too. So I was so excited to see that you all are doing something together. That's amazing.
Yeah, I love her. She's my Scorpio sister.
She's my Scorpio sister too, because I'm a Scorpio as well.
You're a Scorpio too. Amazing. Oh, so sweet.
Beautiful.
And I feel like, too, we've absorbed so much wisdom this evening from so many amazing, beautiful people, whether, it's through channeling or through music or through, discussion. Like, there's been so much beautiful energy that has come into our field tonight that has to do with knowledge, music, wisdom, learning. So I'd love to share a beautiful Saraswati mantra. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge, of music, of wisdom, and of learning. And I invite you as I share this mantra to really let your whole being relax and let go, and to just simply absorb the power of this sacred sound and of this sacred mantra. And if you want to listen to it again after this, I'm on all the music streaming platforms and MP3s on my website, and the social media. I'm on the social media too, so if you want to find me there, all that's on my website too. But let's go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. Inhale, take another breath in. Again, exhale. Allowing the energy of Saraswati, knowledge, music, wisdom, learning, creativity to flow in. Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Namaha. Saraswatiyai Om. I'm Saraswatiyai Namaha. Om. Aim. Saraswatiyai. Namaha. Om. Aim. Saraswatiyai. Namaha.
Thank you, Sherry. And we're going to transition right into beautiful Maggie. Thank you so much for starting the show and bringing us so much love. And we look forward to supporting all that you're doing. And we'll see much more of you soon.
Thank you. Many blessings. Good to be here with you all.
And here is Maggie.
Hi, thank you for that beautiful song. And I know that it is getting late, so we can just drop in right away and we'll just go into a mini KES session, little meditation, healing. We are at this eclipse portal, and I loved hearing everyone speaking about it. How I've been taught and how I understand them is that it's rebooting our entire system and our entire body, our lunar and solar channels. So I was thinking today we could really just go into the lunar and solar channels in our body, the masculine and feminine, the waters of our body, bring them to balance, to really anchor in that highest timeline reality that we know is possible for us and the earth. And as we live that, we help the earth come into a higher vibrational alignment. So if you want to get comfortable and just close your eyes, you're welcome to go into meditation, or you can even lay down and receive. Let's just start by taking a deep breath in and an open mouth. Ha. And just 2 more of those at your own pace, feeling your awareness drop deeper into your heart, into your hara, your core. And let's feel that middle pillar, that light inside of us, go deep to the ground, to the core of the earth, and up to the heavens. And let's sanctify our space by setting up a platform of light in a temple space above us, calling in our guides and guardians of the highest light and love to be here in this space now. Holy Mother, Holy Father, the divine cosmic Christ, anchoring in these frequencies into the space to align us to a divine harmonic, to embody our highest and greatest potential, releasing all that we are ready to release and receiving all that we are ready to receive. Becoming a witness, becoming that I am presence in this space, here and now. We'll call in the highest aspect of the sun and the highest aspect of the moon, placing them on our right and left side. These higher dimensional planets we connect with, the highest aspect of them. And we ask to balance our solar and lunar channels in our body, to harmonize with this eclipse season to harmonize with the new energies that are anchoring on the earth. You may feel heat or sensations as we work with the Christic energy. We call forth the Christic spiral to clear any density, any energies that are preventing you from stepping into this new timeline, a higher timeline that awaits during and after this eclipse season. And as we harmonize with our lunar and solar channels within, we ask the waters of our body to harmonize and to cleanse and clear any emotions, any looping patterns, anything that is not related to our highest timeline. We partner with these energies to fully release, and we give them down to the earth. We allow them to be recycled, composted, as the Great Mother can always transmute anything, and there's nothing too heavy. And I invite you to set your intention of anything you are ready to release, any aspects that you're ready to leave in the past, any old habits, any old thoughts, any old emotions. See yourself burying them into the earth, into the soils. And as we release any density, we allow the light of the cosmic Christ, the light of purity, the light of grace to enter into our cells, into our aura. And as the field gets swept and the layers shed, allow these layers to shed and the light to be received. And just receive for the next few minutes. Breathe deeply into the heart space. Receive the new geometries, the new encodements from this powerful portal we are in, as to be shown what would benefit your soul in this time. Continue to stay in that I am presence, that silence, so that you can really release and receive. Ask to be shown the lightness of your soul and receive that light. And let's call forth this golden silver light, this ball. And let's place a hologram in it of any divine messages of our higher being inside this ball of light. And I want you to see this ball of light 10 feet above your head. Asking your guardians and guides, cosmic Christ, to code this ball of light with exactly what you need. And I want you to see this ball of light above your head coming closer, 8 feet above your head, 5 feet above your head. This ball of light holds keys to your dharmic purpose and alignment, to your soul's gifts. 3 feet above your head. And feel it come down your crown, down through your body, going to where it needs to go for healing, going into the heart to awaken deeper remembrances of who you are and how you can best serve. And for those who would like to stay in this space longer, please do so. For those who are ready, place a smile, a gentle smile on your lips. Feel your feet. And gently inviting movement, calling yourself back to be fully present here and now with clarity, with grace. Thank you for receiving. Thank you to the cosmic Christ, the Holy Mother, Father, God, presence. We ask that all that was ready to receive to be anchored and received throughout the next few hours, days, however long is needed for their highest integration. With such love, grace, and honor, we seal this space. Aho and amen.
Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you. I so appreciate you. And Maggie does provide beautiful service. You can find out, oh, there's her Facebook page, actually. But where I am going to take you is to her Christic Light website. And Maggie, tell us a little bit about, I had it here a moment ago. Tell us a little bit about your offerings.
Thank you so much, Scott, for gathering this beautiful group of souls. I work with the Christic energy system, and what it does is it works on the bioenergy field to help remove karmas, any unhealthy beliefs, discordant thoughts. Sometimes we can focus on healing the body, which is very important, and the energy body is also just as important. And so that's what I would say is a little summary of the work that I do.
Great. And you can find her at christiclight.com. That's spelled KRYSTIC light.com, christiclight.com. Or come to Ashland, where she often plays music on Friday nights. Quite frequently, she's hosting different events. And you also have a beautiful event coming up, Voice of the Beloved, on April the 14th.
Yes, a beautiful soul brother named Tahir from Fana Fi Allah will be in town teaching a vocal workshop. So that will be really special if you're in the Ashland area. And thank you so much for all the sweet comments. I really love hearing from you all. And I will place my website there. And thank you so much, Scott, for hosting this beautiful way to expand consciousness. And I hope we all get to see each other in the physical at some point.
Absolutely. And, again, here's if for those of you in Ashland, because we do have some people watching, and if you're looking to go to Ashland, here's a good time to go experience this very extraordinary being that Maggie is actually hosting at the Haven. And that's going to be a week from tomorrow. So it's going to be a very, very special event. And definitely want to encourage people to participate. Thank you, Maggie. Love you. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Love you.
Will you be at the New Living Expo? Are you coming down for that?
I will be there.
Okay, great. A lot of the people who are on tonight's show are going to be there. So we'll all see you in 2 weeks at the New Living Expo. Yay.
Namaste.
Namaste. Oh my, what a show this has been. Again, thank you to all of our soul searchers. And oh my gosh, I still see some of our wonderful participants. Kimberly Meredith is still with us. Kimberly, we love you so much. And Sean Galloway is still here.
I am here, and thank you, Maggie. That was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Really beautiful. So beautiful. I really loved that so much. Thank you so much, beautiful soul.
Of course. Thank you so much for receiving, and what a beautiful, powerful time it is to gather.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. We'll be at the New Living Expo.
Oh, yay.
Well, thank you everybody for being with us. And Sean, great to have you back on the show. Maggie, thank you so much. Remember tomorrow, everybody, if you can join us for the I Am Mantra monthly event. It's free. It's a wonderful, wonderful event for people. And I really want to encourage everybody to participate. Just go to iammantra.com, iammantra.com, and you can then get the registration information. And then, of course, we're going to have this very special event with Donnie and Heather, which is going to take place on Monday in conjunction with the eclipse. And I'll be sending out an email to all of our Global Peace Tribe family with the details of how you can join us in the Zoom room on Monday for the solar eclipse. So there you have it. Look forward to seeing everybody next, hopefully tomorrow or on Monday. And of course, Wednesday night for another edition of the Awakening World. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and hope to see you tomorrow. God bless.